To get the cops in.
We are going.
Let's get ready to...
So, last time, we had a fair few shenanigans went down. You woke on the morning of the second wane of Azurn on the island known as the End in the Shattered Peninsula, and were then taken aboard the ship of a captain who had happened to be sailing past the island when you were calling for help. This man named Lemarne and his shipwright Azuri invited you and welcomed you onto their ship, and you guys all worked alongside the crew to help with the work that needed to be done to essentially pay your way without actually requiring gold. You got some weird vibes from the captain, made worse and worse so as he took you to a submerged mountain that then had to be explored after defeating the harpies that nested atop it. Then had to be explored, and with a very well-placed zone of truth, you discovered that he was a false worshipper. He and his shipwright did not actually worship the storm god Tanavos, but instead worshipped the god of war, known as Riksa. In such, you decided to, one, help him with clearing out the temple that he was there to essentially loot for objects of worship for his god, and there you found a chained hydra that was unable to escape its bounds while you were within the room. Returning to the top, a very well done and well failed charm person landed them both in your good graces, and they ended handing over their weapons and getting into the longboat with you to then be rowed back to their ship to have a discussion with their crew about the way forward.
They had their jewellery.
You had all their Tanavos stuff.
I've got it now.
You got all that bling.
Yeah, I've got that bling.
That's probably like 20 gold pieces worth of religious items.
Right.
If you wanted to add that to your inventory.
I mean, I'm probably just wearing it.
Yeah, fair.
Vibes.
Yeah, exactly.
But that brings us to where we are now, as you guys row back towards their ship.
You cast identifying the Warhammer, right?
Oh yeah, during the trip I ritual
We
cast
got
it.
that. That was Warhammer of Corruption.
So what does that actually do again?
Oh yeah.
So essentially,
it takes minuses half the max HP.
yeah. The damage it deals, the target loses half
So you're
of the
currently-
damage
you're
dealt
currently
from their
holding
maximum.
on to it.
hit
Okay, yeah.
Mm.
So if they take 10 damage, their max hit points get sold by 5.
Yeah.
Mm.
What's the? Did we get the name?
And it's
of
magical. Yeah.
Did we get the name of their ship?
The Lost Horn.
Lost on that's right.
Yes.
How far away is the storm?
The storm is quite far away.
Hours? Day?
Ask him.
Roll me a nature check. Your guys are currently rowing out to the ship.
Yeah.
Like you feeling.
Actually,
your
we're having
spell-
them row the ship. But
Well, yeah. You're feeling your spell slowly wear through, but you're gauging you probably had about 15 minutes of.
Well, you said it was 20 minutes to the boat.
Yeah, 20 minutes to the boat, and it's an hour
and then
long.
so we had 40 minutes left.
Okay, well then 40 minutes.
I wrote
Well,
this
I'd say
down.
half an hour.
Yeah.
Half an hour
Nope.
for sake
Half
the
an
sake.
hour.
I'd say half an hour makes more sense because we were talking on the rock as well.
Yeah,
true.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
half an hour on the boat, yeah.
Amy, how far away do you think that storm is? Can you help me with this?
I think it is
One of you roll me a nature check with advantage.
a decent amount.
Intelligent
of time
boy.
away.
It's a 19.
19?
Yeah.
It's probably at a guess. You're not particularly well versed in reading distances of storms.
Yeah.
But you can gauge that there's probably an hour to sort of somewhere between an hour and 2 hours before that storm hits.
Looks very violent, doesn't it?
It looks like a bad storm.
It looks very much like a wall of rain and lightning moving across the ocean. The wind, it's remarkably still here still.
Yeah.
There's not much wind. It's quite an easy row back from the island to the ship.
Mm.
That means that it'll be hard to get the ship moving.
Yes. If we get it moving at all.
Exactly. Did we pass any islands on our way in any sort of shelter that we can get to?
Other than the one you were on previously.
We'll need to look at a map when we get back to the ship. See if there's any way we can take shelter or if we have to ride this out.
I'm hoping we won't have to write anything out.
Well, if we do, you're wearing all that, so
Might help.
I'm sure you can go and beseech your god for easy
Yes.
passage.
My god. That's what they're for, isn't it?
Apparently.
Unless you guys want to do anything on the boat, we can
No,
expedite.
we'll identify the
Expedite.
one.
Yeah, so Cage's I'm just turning it up a little bit.
Oh, you're turning it up. Okay, cool.
So Rig and Azuri see him.
They
as
see
their-
me as a friend.
They see you as a friend, and so basically you guys as his friends.
Right.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you guys my
Friends of friends.
Yeah.
So Cage is identifying the hammer.
They get
as-
peer pressure into
as
being
the-
friends with
Yeah.
many of us. Yeah.
I did, not gonna lie, like right after the session, I did double check if I could make any saves on the charm person
Nah, it's just
Nah.
straight. It's just straight 1 hour.
Yeah. Or until they get hit.
until they get hit, and you guys are not hitting them.
Not
Um,
going to.
Tell me, Rig, what was your what did you have any plans to perhaps inconvenience us later on?
Did they say they were going to betray us?
Eventually, I wanted to know if you had any plans for it.
Not gonna lie, I was gonna deliver you to the mark and set you on your way. I was not gonna leech you of your coin or anything like that.
Do I believe him?
Technically, he's not. Well,
He
he
can
It's
doesn't
not as
lie.
untrue.
He
He
can
can
lie.
lie.
He
Well,
can
we know
lie.
such it.
Things lie to each other.
20. Wait, what is my insight? 4. 21.
It's not true.
Yeah.
We'll turn that down a little.
Yeah, I realize that's picking up a little bit, yeah.
Are you unusual in your altruism among your comrades?
Not particularly. I mean, we don't like to just take coin where we need it. We where we see something sustainable, we let it grow. We let it thrive for us to pick from the fruits when we so wish.
This seems rather kind for someone who worships a god of war and hatred and
Well,
those other.
war needs gold. And if you are frivolous with the gold you find, there is none left for war that you may need.
Understandable. I mean, I don't respect it, but I
As much
understand it.
as Lysander is recognized as the god of strategy, war comes alongside that. And we acknowledge that it's part of the strategy of what we need to do. We need to have easy, accessible incomes of gold that we do not just plunder every time we come across it.
Do you have anyone that's above you in this totem pole of worship?
Us captains are pretty
Is it just on your own kind of individual wave?
my own choice.
We row in awkward silence with these enemies on board.
But they're acting real chill though.
Yeah, they're pretty
They're
chill.
pretty chill.
We're hanging out. It's
Like every so often you'll get like some devil stares, like you guys will, not you.
Yeah.
But you guys will like every so often like someone like might or like because the spell stays.
They'll
but,
like,
every so
meet
often
your
like
eye.
they'll like kind of slip every so often and they'll just like death stare you and then realize what they're doing and the magic will just be like, no, we're good.
as we're rowing, I'm gonna talk. What was the cleric's name again?
Azuri.
Azuri. I'm gonna turn to him and show him the warhammer of corruption.
Yeah.
Where did you acquire this? What does it look like a normal warhammer, or does it look kind of?
Now that you're looking at it, it looks quite plain, but in quite like fine detail in the steel of the head. There are like there's that fist, there's that spiked gauntlet clutching a spine, which is the symbol of Riksa.
Yeah.
But like quite fine detail and quite like not discernible from far away.
Where'd you find this lovely ornate weapon?
Well, I felt that I needed something to do some work with.
Did you make it yourself?
I made it myself.
Oh wow, that's quite craftsmanship. How did you imbue the magic and?
It takes a while. A lot of prayers, a lot of some sacrifices were made, both literally and figuratively.
I was just about to ask, because like,
No,
identify gives you like a lot of things to learn about it. Can I like gauge like
I'm going to divine sense on it.
Yeah,
as
can I
well.
sort
If
of
it had an
gauge?
alignment, it would be chaotic evil.
Yeah, like.
Oh, right.
Cool.
So I'm sort of gauging it's not necessarily cursed, but it sort of had some kind of influence from.
It's not a good
Riksa.
influence, but
Riksa was
It's
like.
an influence.
cursed.
Yeah. Okay. Curiosity does it need attunement? Yes.
I'm gonna say so for what it can
Does
do.
it does it have charges or just regular use?
Just regular use.
Okay. Just reading the spell. Yep.
Would I be able to have time to reassemble the pendulum? Actually, no. I think it's back on board the ship. Never mind. Don't worry.
What, in a rowboat? Probably
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
back to back on a
Without at
rowboat,
least
yeah.
having to roll a dexterity saving throw and possibly losing something to the ocean.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
Which would be...
I would fucking shoot the ocean and rage.
With what?
Yeah, exactly, with what gun?
But you eventually do make it back to the ship. And climbing aboard.
As we turn to as we turn to board the ship, I'm going to turn to Rig and Azuri. Would you be able to gather the men for a bit of an announcement?
Yeah, absolutely.
Lovely.
Rig sort of gets up by the wheel and he's like, crew, on deck, we need to talk.
How long do we have?
About another half an hour of this.
30 minutes, yeah.
Could you do that little magic you did earlier?
I think I can. Yes.
Right.
Can you ask them to?
Yes.
perhaps
Would you?
not resist?
Where I would like to enter a solemn oath of truth and trust.
Would you be?
Would you be okay
Would
to
you
accept
kindly
this?
be able
as
to
you talk to
join
your
us
men?
in this circle?
For that, roll me persuasion checks
Yep.
for both of them.
Are they advantage as well because they're charmed? by it?
Yeah.
That will be
That
advantage.
does help. Yeah.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
we're doing this, I'm going to use my fucking doodle-doodle-doo
Channel
channel
ability.
divinity.
Channel divinity, so +7 as well.
I get +5.
+5.
So now it's
Yeah.
+12 to my rolls.
With
That's
advantage.
advantage. Are you
Talky,
gonna
talky
guidance?
paladins.
Yeah.
Are you concentrating
Oh no,
on
you're doing
anything?
a spell.
Well, I've already cast into 5. You've already wanted it. It was
Was,
on, it was on
one for each of them. You're trying to persuade both of them.
Okay, so is this with the guidance or?
On a contract. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So roll me for rig.
So rig, so advantage. That's a.
With a D4.
So
Ooh.
there's a 9,
That was a 9 plus
plus 3, so
So 24.
24.
He seems pretty persuaded.
Yep.
And
And Azuri.
As long as you don't roll like 2 natural ones.
13. So 13 plus 3, 16.
28.
28.
28. Yeah, they both concede and will choose to fail the saving throw in the zone of truth.
Is there anyone else in this ship that may need to be part of this circle?
Well, it's only these two that we need.
Any other high-ranking members, or just
Everyone
these
else
two?
seemed like they didn't know about
You
this.
guys have talked
Did my
to the
gnome chef
quartermaster.
seem on the level?
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
they see? Like,
Quartermaster, bosun, and chef.
wait, how much?
I
just
wouldn't-
check
I-
how big the circle. Hey, kitty.
Which
I
you
wouldn't
can
have
probably
paid
just
attention to
slip
any of
into the
that.
conversation somewhere. What?
It is
I would like to head below decks and see if I can locate that hatch again.
Ah, okay.
And I'm going to say I'm going to go and potentially get some more evidence.
Lovely, that would be very helpful.
I'm gonna come with you.
I will
Enjoy
try not to
yourselves.
destroy
You
anything.
can't just sort of doing a bit of maths, like
I'll keep an eye on him.
how many people can I get? It's a 15-foot radius of 30
Yes.
feet.
So who's the target? So we're all in the circle, so we have to make the save. as
Yeah,
well.
also all of you make the save.
I'm just gonna say truth. I'm just gonna let it happen.
What's the save?
Why not?
14.
There's
What's
no...
your backstory?
No, I failed, so.
Oh
I'm on the
shit!
truth.
Oh, sorry, puppy.
No, she's fine. She's
I didn't mean to frighten you.
Right.
she's good. The cat.
So
maybe.
14
She's
on charisma if you want to.
You know, failed.
I'm just gonna... Yeah, no.
But I feel like it would
I
be
actually
awkward if we
succeeded.
didn't
Natural
also say
15,
yes
but
to
no,
the
I'm
truth
gonna...
thing. So yeah, we probably will
I'm
say
zoning...
yes
I'm
as well.
truthing.
Right.
I'm taking it like a
Wait,
champ.
you're not in
We're
the
not
circle.
We're
Yeah,
below
you,
deck.
you two
When,
are here.
when, yeah,
below
when you
decks.
come in, you can choose to make
Yeah.
it all.
I can just outside it.
Mm.
Or you just outside it.
I'll say while you assemble the crew, while you assemble
was
the
a
other
fucking
blood,
journey.
because I will say,
Bosun, the quartermaster. probably
bosun,
won't be-
quartermaster, and chef are all
In the
fairly important
crowd.
figures,
Yeah,
And
and
crowd?
then obviously the rest of the crew as
Yeah.
well.
they'll need to make saves if.
But
Sure.
they'll stay below, but they'll be like separate from the group and like sort of
Right.
leading the conversation.
Right.
But you two, are you trying to sneak away, or are you just heading down?
No, it's gonna.
Cool. Roll me an investigation check for the hold, with advantage because you've seen it before.
22.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll say you find the hatch. Is very heavily locked. I mean, it's still the same lock, but visibly pickable or dismantleable.
I'm going to dismantle it.
Right, roll me a tinker tool check.
Intelligence or dex?
Dex.
Yeah, You're a Dixie boy.
I'm gonna keep up.
You
I'm
keep rolling
so-
17.
I'm rolling so well. 22.
Makes up for my natural one.
You know, you're keeping an eye out.
Oh, sorry, puppy.
I mean, you go up to like keep an eye out as you just hear.
I'm
a
gonna
sort of,
climb on top of a box and just.
and then you hear a soft clang as sort of the lock just kind of falls to pieces as you loosen some screws.
As I work, I'm gonna say to Amy, what do you think of these men we've taken up ship with?
I don't know. Don't like the fact they worship a hate god person, but other than that, they seem
War god.
fine. Oh, war, right. Same death. Demon lordy thing. Yeah.
What do you know of those gods?
What do I know of those gods?
Roll me a religion check.
That's not the thing that I want. Okay,
Yay.
+1. Don't be shit.
Hey!
That's a. I hate this dice tray so much. Natural 20.
Natural 20.
21.
Get it there.
Like you know a bit, you weren't away for your whole life and you've read books.
Yep.
But quite a lot of your knowledge is sort of locked into the things you'd learn, quote unquote, at school.
Yeah. Okay.
But
So, like, the level of, like,
you know who the 4 demon lords are. You know that they're generally not viewed as particularly good.
Yeah.
You know the names of all the gods.
Yeah. That's about it.
And the peripherals and all of that. So
Okay.
you don't
No,
know
like,
anything
details.
specific.
Okay. I will relay that. Don't know any details, but. I mean, people can worship who they want to worship as long as they're not harming anyone else.
I would say that someone worshipping a demon lord is inevitably harming someone else by powering such an entity.
I guess.
What does the Wanderer think of them?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna say you probably don't
No,
know.
I wouldn't know.
Interesting.
You know, chink, like you've been dismantling, you haven't been picking.
Yeah.
Because you have tinker's tools, not thieves'
These
tools.
does. Yep.
But yeah, the lock comes back, and you open the hatch, and you are hit with a kind of like a slightly sour, acrid smell. Roll me an intelligence check.
Really hope
Smell
you
like
weren't
dead
going to say
people?
saving throw.
Just you just smell sour and acrid.
Okay.
8.
You know the smell, but you don't know what it is. You
Does it
can't
smell
bring
like
it to mind.
acid?
So it's dark.
You
No,
don't know
no.
what the smell is.
It's dark down there. I assume we have a lantern of some description.
It is dark down there. You can have a lantern if you want. Yeah. Heading in, the first thing you see, like once you get the lantern, is once you get the lantern burning, are just some barrels.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
And then that smell starts to become a bit more recognisable once you see the barrels and sort of every so often like the odd like grain of sort of greyish powder on the
I
floor.
back up with the lantern, and I put it up on back with the
I'm gonna
back up on the main
grab
deck.
the lantern.
It's powder.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep going down there without the lantern, and I'm just gonna have a look around.
I was really hoping one of you was going to light a torch or something. It's going to be really funny.
Nah.
You would know a lot about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But I will say, because it's dark and the lantern's at the door, you roll with disadvantage. Roll me an investigation check. To be perfectly
investigation check is an 8.
fair. This is just a lot of barrels of black powder. You can go in and have a look if you want.
Alright, go have a look.
Roll me an investigation check.
13.
13. As you look around, you do pick out a couple, like one thing that Jax didn't find, and it's just a sort of small chest pushed between 2 barrels of powder, and opening it up. They're like pulling it out. It doesn't seem, it's not like wedged or it's not load bearing or anything, so you can pull it out. And opening it up, it's unlocked. Contains 3 platinum pieces,
Ooh.
Damn.
288 gold pieces,
Ooh.
and 36 silver pieces.
Damn.
Was this
Pirate
on the inventory?
No.
Ooh, saucy.
Perfect. They'll never know it was gone.
So if you're not logging your change.
I'm going to. How easy is it to open these barrels of powder?
What have you got?
I,
Have you got a crowbar?
I do not. Have a
I have a
but
crowbar,
I
I'm
have
pretty
two
sure.
handexes.
I have a,
Basically a robot.
Yeah, roll me a strength check.
I have a quarterstaff I can use as a lever.
Because I'm going to say, you're not going to hack at the barrels.
No, I
You're going to,
won't.
like, try to pry them open.
Yes, it's a strength check. Oh, that's a 9.
You get your axe and like, you try it, but the little bit of wood on the end snaps, and, like, you can't, and, like, it's not open.
Can I try and shove my quarterstaff in one and then just hang on it?
Roll me a strength check.
Can I help her?
With advantage.
Lift her up. There you go.
Yeah,
We're
let's
the
get
two
this
weakest
like
characters.
-1.
Why are we
Let's
doing
get this -1. 11.
Hey.
11.
Somehow.
10 was the DC.
Easy.
You're
I'm, like,
hanging off, and
swinging
you're
on
just
them.
adding, and like Jax, like you see Amy, you see the weight, the pivot point, the other end of it, and you're just like, oh cool, it's a lever. Just like, oh cool, we got this, and the top just kind of just breaks the seal and pops open.
Okay, cool.
But it's very much quite coarse, very much used for cannons.
That's fine. I can
You
grind
can
it
roll
up.
it. Probably.
I'm going to... I don't know what I can carry them, but I want to
I
take
have
as
glass
much as I can.
vials.
Yeah, I was about to say
Okay.
glass vials.
Can I put it in my glass vial?
Yeah, roll me an intelligence check.
Alright. 14? No, not 14, 16.
It's not as refined as you would like it either.
Do I know how to refine it? Would I need like an alchemist set or something?
You probably need an alchemist set to refine it, but it's there for if you want to make. I'll essentially count it. You can use this to make more ammo.
Right.
Because while we're not counting powder, but we're counting bullets,
Yep.
I'll say this will be, if this is 10 gold's worth of powder you take or something, you can make 10 gold's worth of ammo with it.
I'm going to head back up to the main... Actually, no, fuck it. I'm going to take that little chest and fill it with powder, just in case.
And taking the gold out of it, and
Yep.
keeping the gold, I'm guessing, to split
Yes.
between the sense you.
How much was it again?
3 platinum, 288 gold, and 36 silver.
Oh, it was on later.
Yep.
I'll fill that chest up with gold. Oh, not gold. How much? I mean, basically gold. So
Why don't
powder.
you roll me a
I'm
perception
gonna
check?
put one in
Oh.
a glass vial.
Right,
just
you probably have, like, a vial of
Yeah.
gunpowder.
I see. Fuck all.
Natural
Yikes.
one.
Everyone,
What's
roll
the
perception.
perception?
My eyes are gone.
Oh, that was a
My
fucking
eyes are
journey as
full now.
well.
You're a druid.
12.
I've fallen and I can't get
No, 14. Sorry. I'm done.
It's like you're sort of heading out from the corner of your eye, Amy.
Mhm.
You see there's kind of an odd glow
Yeah.
from behind one of the barrels of gunpowder.
What's that?
Like kind of yellowy.
Oh no.
What's what? This is very delicate work, and I don't want to light
There's
it.
a weird glow behind the barrel over there.
Oh, it's probably another
I'm gonna
crack
go
in
look, I'm gonna go
reality.
look at it.
Going around, you find a small bottle of mist. Golden mist. They're just kind of swirling, like, every so often it does seem to condense into some sort of, like, golden glittery liquid at the bottom before, like, re-vaporizing into a gas that is contained within the vial.
I'm gonna grab it.
You have a random bottle of golden mist?
Golden mist.
What is that?
I don't know.
Perfect. We'll get the
I'm gonna put it
magically
in my
inclined.
pocket.
Actually, can I inspect it and attempt to discern its magical properties?
Roll me a Arcana check.
14.
Because you specified magic. At a guess, the bottle was designed to contain something. Not exactly sure of what actually it is in there,
Right.
but it doesn't appear to be alive.
Okay, good.
It's not some secret spirit entity ghost thing.
That was
Genie
my
in a
that
bottle.
was my fear.
Yeah.
Alright.
Getting back above deck
Yep.
with the
I put it in my bag.
sweet. Alright,
Meanwhile,
How much black powder is that, by the way? Like, how many
on the
pounds?
chest.
Yeah. How big's the chest? by
Is
the
it
way?
like
I-
this?
I-
Yeah,
I-
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
say about that big.
Okay, so that'd be like 2 kilos
2
of powder.
kilos.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know, probably say probably about 20 gold worth of powder.
nice.
So you can make a fair few bullets out of that. Once you have an alchemist set. Right. Meanwhile, above deck,
Yes.
with the crew assembled, the quartermaster, Alon, looks up at all three of you and he says, "What's going on?"
Well, I'm just talking to Rig and Azuri. Would you like to tell them where we were just now? Down in the cave?
Sure.
Have the chef, quartermaster, and bosun stepped into the circle?
No, they're still
like,
down
they're
below.
staying
there.
down below.
Oh, they're
the-
So we're at the
with
wheel,
the
they're
crew.
below us.
Yeah.
Oh, right, we're above them, okay.
Yes.
And like Rig responds and tells them where you are. The quartermaster's like, well, what's he saying? I don't really understand. You went to a temple?
Yes, a temple to, what god was it again, Rig?
Riksa.
And you wouldn't happen to have any form of relation with this god as a form of worship, would you?
Da, da, da.
Azuri, would you like to...
I've found myself in the worship of this god, as a matter of fact, as did my shipwright here, Azuri. And you see murmurs starting to spread through the crew. Like, it's a good sort of width. If you include Rig, Azuri, quartermaster, chef, and bosun, it's a good 30 men.
Just to let everyone know, I've set up a zone of truth up here, so you can assure that what your captain and quartermaster are saying is the truth.
Yes, it's a magical...
Feel free to step into the circle if you want to verify.
You don't have to, it's a choice at this point, just for those two. And how long have you been worshipping this god for?
It's been a while.
A lifelong commitment, as you would say?
Well, no. I came upon this decision of my own accord some 6 or 7 years back.
How long have these men been in your service?
Less than that.
Oh, so... does anyone have any responses to this revelation?
You hear a few mixed yells from the crew, and some of them are just like, try him, kill him, leave him on the island. a lot of different views on what can be done. You can pass over some knowledge on how these things work. The most official way, certainly when it comes to higher up members of the Marked, is they get tried before the branded council.
Yes.
And then a actual, judge and jury, essentially, a jury of captains,
Yes.
will decide the fate of the offenders. But then obviously there is the option to kill them or leave them behind, or and you actually do hear a couple of voices from the crew actually say, he's the one that pays us.
I mean, someone else could just pay you.
You see some nods.
I mean, he doesn't have to be the one. I mean,
Dio,
we're not trying to take over the ship. It's all
Yes.
yours after we're done.
could you explain to the crew, in pointing to the storm, why that storm is all of a sudden manifested over there?
Well, your so-called cleric of Tanavos, wink wink, is not quite as he appeared, obviously, with all of the war god shit going on there. And so that, and I just point to the distance, is a response to him.
There's some murmurs of worry through the crowd.
Would I know ways of like prayers and things to
Appease
to appease
You
Tanavos?
know a few,
Dance moves.
nothing properly clerical and magical,
Yeah.
but yeah, you could try something.
Well, we could always try to pray for our lives. That would be a lot better than
I mean, most sea storms are survivable.
yeah.
Oh, we could just...
Just a matter of if the ship survives or not.
It's just a matter of whether or not the ship survives. So it is a pretty sturdy ship.
Just leave us
It's a warship.
Yeah.
It's
It's a war.
It's
Oh,
a
so it's a
warship.
proper warship.
It's a proper
So
warship.
how many cannons?
Galleon and stuff.
I wouldn't be saying galleon.
No, smaller than Gallon.
I can't, don't actually let me get the D&D stats.
Because only
Like
16.
16?
8 aside?
Yeah.
How many
Well, it's got a
levels?
ram. I know that.
Oh, that's cool.
How many levels did we say the ship had? 3?
Most
the
normal
ship.
ships have 3.
It does
Fuck
agree.
off,
And
give
then
me
the
the damn-
black powder thing at the bottom.
Yeah.
Mm.
So there'd be a layer.
Oh,
of
that's very much part of the hold. Just kind of cut off.
Yeah.
Ship stat blast. Hang on. There we go.
very detailed designs. You can find all the layouts of all the
Where's
ships.
my
It's
warship?
amazing. It's amazing.
There we go. It
I
has
want to blow this ship up. Just to see
it's
what happens.
4 levels.
4 levels.
So you have the forecastle and the quarter deck, which are the 2 raised bits on either end.
Yep.
The main deck, the lower deck, and the hold.
Right.
It has ballistas. Technically, this one has cannons and it has a ram.
Yep.
I think it only has. Apparently, this only has 2 cannons, but I don't really want to believe that.
4 cannons on each side.
4 cannons each side. It's like 8 cannons,
Oh, okay.
but pretty,
Yeah.
Big
pretty
boys.
quite high powered for what else is encountered.
Hmm.
But yeah. So
So,
it's a sturdy ship.
given this situation and all the new things that have come to light, what say we leave? Who is the basically next in charge after Azuri?
Alon,
Alon.
the quartermaster.
Why don't we have your quartermaster Alon be your new intermittent captain while we take these traitors to the branded council?
Give me a second. Roll me a persuasion check.
Cool. For one charisma
With
skill?
advantage.
Okay, cool.
Because you spent time working amongst the crew on deck previously.
We sang shanties with
Natural 20!
Oh,
Let's
good
go.
shit.
Nice.
There are, like, most of the crew now seems to be in agreement. There are like a couple of heads that very much sort of look like they would definitely be in the supporting of a rig, and so it'd be quite hard to sway them. But the crew, most of the crew that might have been on the fence on what to do, they're like, no, taking them to the branded council sounds like a good idea. That's pretty good. We're on the way to the market anyway, so we may as well just tie them up, yuck them in the hold, and
Make sure to gag this one, and I'm going to point to Azuri. Because verbal components.
yeah, you're not wrong. But that is basically decided, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Because of the natural 20, I'll
you,
say that.
you guys,
decision
you're the
is
pilot,
made.
dude.
Shit.
How long does Zone of Truth last?
2 minutes, I think.
I'll say sort of by now you can sort of feel that blink out,
Yeah.
and you're very much getting towards the end. You have enough time to
Well,
Tie them
get
up,
them
yeah,
amiably tied up
Yep.
and
If
somewhere.
if I have any say of this, have I come up to see the?
Yeah, I'll say
Okay.
you and Amy emerge
Uh,
as sort of Dio's saying his
9
stuff.
minutes approximately.
Yeah.
Oh, good. We're not all going to have to kill each other.
No.
Perfect.
Good.
I had a plan if we needed to, but it would have involved ruining the ship.
Let's not do that one.
I say that they did tell us that they gave up all of their weapons. Yes.
Yes, we have.
Yes, we still have that.
I say strip them down to their small clothes of
Yeah, I didn't.
and
as-
verify that.
Yeah, as the last charm person thing, I was like, would you two be able to just give everything you have on your person?
Persuasion check.
That's advantage and plus 12.
How long does the channel divinity last for?
10 minutes.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I can't give guidance at the moment.
Advantage. 23.
Nice.
There's some rogue numbers,
They
man.
start
I
like Rig he wears a shirt. He
Take his armor
takes
off, yeah.
he
Just
takes
take
his
the
armor
armor
off.
Any
and
gold
hands it
on them?
over.
I assume they're
Belt
gold on
buckle.
You
them.
know, there's like a
Anything
gold pouch that might have like 6 gold in it or something.
I'm just gonna give it to the crew.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a coat. There's Azuri takes off his armor and hands that
What armor is he
over.
wearing?
Is it like scale chain?
I believe it's just scale mail. I have it. I know what it is.
He doesn't really have to worry about the weight since he can fucking breathe water.
Yeah.
Yes. When D&D wants to load, he is wearing chainmail.
Came out.
Check.
Doesn't matter.
You know, he hands over. He gives you. Cause I'll assume he took his shield off him with
Oh,
The
weapons and
weapons.
stuff.
I mean,
Yeah.
You know,
I-
strip down to his small clothes, and they hold out their hands for you to tie them up.
I'll get-
Any of the religious memorabilia that
other
is
than
of
the
the,
Riksa stuff.
the
Yep.
no the Riksa stuff like
Yeah, I mean,
we
Azuri,
found-
Azuri seems reluctant to take it off, but he will
okay.
hold it out to one of you.
I'll take it.
Right.
I just whisper.
Roll me
Throw
it.
it
No. But yeah, you can tie them up. Anyone who's tying them up, I need you to roll me a survival check for each of them.
Well, you're the not guy, so
I'm the
I
knob
can not tie
guy.
the other one if
you get the knots.
Survival?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll tie the other one.
Okay.
But use your dex, but roll me a survival check.
Because
Okay,
you were
right.
showing me stuff how to do it, so I can actually try and do it.
Yeah, and I'll say, Kytris can help you. Unless you want to roll separate.
Are you proficient in survival?
No, but I've got high wisdom, so.
But
Which
I
is
said he can make
plus-
it
Plus
dex.
4.
It's doing dicks.
I have +3 to my. So
Yeah, I'll allow.
you do it with advantage.
Alright, and I'll guide
Yeah.
it to myself. If you're sort of going, how would you try
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
Alright. Guidance! His own fails, but his own
Yeah.
guidance!
I'm gonna try and gag him. Azuri.
Ooh!
Yes.
24 on the first one.
Yep, 24 on the first one.
And the second one, guidance again, because I love that guidance. Even better,
Ooh.
25.
They seem pretty well tied.
Thank
Roll
you for showing
me.
that deal.
No worries, Skatris.
Honestly, roll me a dexterity check to avoid Zuri's teeth.
His fish boy teeth.
He's gonna try to bite you. As he try to gag him.
He probably would.
But he's probably still charmed at this point.
Why?
You said we had enough time to tie them up.
The charm would be like fading at this point.
It's like he's bound. He's not gonna attack you. This is just
Cute chick, anyway.
19.
Hey!
Yeah.
you just get it. You like kind of have your fingers on one side, and he just kind of looks at you, and you're like, okay, cool, and you move your hand out of it and shove it into his mouth with avoiding his teeth.
Yeah.
Does he have shark teeth?
Nah, but like some of them
okay.
seem like kind of oddly pointed.
Okay.
Nice. I'm gonna
Dedication.
try and fasten it very well behind his head,
Yeah, it's pretty good.
so he doesn't like wiggle as well.
Tie that off.
Kinky.
Not a ball gag.
The
Not yet.
other. So we found 5 relics of Riksa, each worth 50 gold pieces. How many did they find? Because they gave them all to us.
Add 3 more for that.
I can't believe we're only level 3 and we're this rich.
Do
Look at
it
this.
I like to give gold to my players.
That's
But to be fair,
That's fun to miss.
most of the time you can't buy anything. Like
Yeah.
magic
And
item
health
shops
potions
are
is
still
fair.
kind of rare amongst like
Yeah.
my stuff.
Who's
But
gonna
it's-
buy amulets of Riksa?
It's reward enough. You have a wizard in the party.
Well, they are paintings.
Yes. And we also have Catris who can.
I can use the spear metal.
Yeah.
What are they made of? What are they? Like
Like
they're
building
art
stuff.
pieces,
Like
like
what?
sculptures.
So like
Silver.
everything like
Idols
some
and-
like ebon wood, so like dark coloured wood and some inset like not opals, onyx pieces and stuff like that. Very much sort of statuettes of various sort of typical warmongering figures. No one famous or like well known, but just sort of your classic
Angry guys.
Rawr!
angry guys, warhammer, plate armor, shield of gnarliness.
Gnarly.
Do they
Gnarly,
have
dude.
any sort of? I'm going to ask you. Do these have any residual divine magic?
I'll divine sense on the stuff.
Okay.
I only have one.
Ocean
I would
mist.
like to take one of these ebon wood pieces. I have
If
an
you,
idea for it.
you can have it for yourself if you want. No objections.
Right. Cool. Well, with them in the hold, you see how the crew, the quartermaster, he stays in his quarters. And you actually do have the keys then to that lock in the hold and Rig's cabin.
Let's go look in his bedroom!
Yes.
By the by.
Guess we're
I need
getting
to
an
go look at his
upgrade.
The
bedroom!
quartermaster says, thank you for your help. I'll be, running the ship.
Congratulations
to-
on the promotion.
Thanks. I'll need to get thinking on the title.
I wanna go look at his bedroom.
You're free to stay in the hold, or I think you have Rig's keys, so if
Yeah,
you want,
well,
you can take his cabin.
Go have a look.
I've got my quarters. The crew knows where I am. So
Let's find his shit.
what do you want to do?
I'm gonna-
It's quite early morning. You're
I'm-
feeling quite tired because you have been down in the dungeon for
I-
Used to it.
Am going to just like hold the symbol of Tanavos, or like whatever religious, like what is the thing that
The
I
symbol-
took
the symbol.
from?
The symbol of Tanavos that you took, mainly amulets.
Okay,
Like
so it's
you're
just a
a-
bunch of amulets, just like
Yeah.
on
Out
string
of
like this.
curiosity, what is the symbol of Tanavos?
The symbol of Tanavos is it's here.
Oh, you got it?
I don't have to.
Describe it if you can see it.
And then where is Tanavos? He's down the end because he is T and all my gods. It's literally like 2 cross lightning bolts.
Okay.
Sometimes there's like a cloud involved, even just like a grimacing face.
But the
But
base
very,
icons
very
are
much an
lightning
angry
But like-
guy who's not necessarily evil and has a lot of power.
He's just angry.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Stormfather.
always incorporating 2 cross lightning bolts.
Yeah, that's the main part. Yeah.
Pretty much.
And
Yes, it's not Tanavos, it's
Yeah.
Tanavos. Although Tanavos was honor.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
and what about Acorel? What's her symbol? Just so
Acorel?
that I know.
Well,
Oh, I drew that, didn't I?
Yes, it is
Wow.
essentially a ship's wheel, if I remember correctly.
Sorry. And an
It's a
eyeball.
ship's wheel with the interior designed to look like an eye.
That's
Oh,
cool.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Vibey.
Well, actually, no, an eye with
Well,
the
the
ship's
iris is
wheels
the
as the
ship.
iris and pupil.
Oh, that's
All the way around.
That's
that's
cool.
better.
That's
It's like you get the eye shape essentially around
And
the
it- oh, that's
around
cool.
the wheel.
Yeah.
That's a cool.
I drew it because I got bored.
I'm just gonna unlock the door to Rig's room and just let the
Right,
kids
you-
have fun.
Shopping.
I'm gonna go jump on his bed!
Just unlocking the door and opening the door,
Yep. I'll have a
Nice.
look around, see if there's anything.
looking around in the room.
Yeah.
As you unlock the door,
Check for traps.
and he's done it.
No, I'm
and
done.
Oh, no,
Pushes
he's done
the
it.
door
He's
open.
done it.
Rat roll.
You hear a strike of steel on stone, and a sort of something catching a light, and then a soft hiss
Oh,
that races
I'm
out of, like, you hear it for a brief moment, and then it sort of fades like it's going into the wall.
Oh
and down.
no!
I'm gonna fucking book it down to the black powder hold.
As am I.
Jesus
The hatch. I'm assuming. Did you leave the hatch open or
Yeah.
did you close it?
I would have closed it, but not locked it.
Who's going with them?
Me.
I don't know
you
what's
two?
going on. 'Cause
I'm-
Why would you blow up your own house? But okay.
As you pass through the kitchen, someone make me a perception check.
I think it's just those two. I think.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's just those two.
Because they know where they're going. Yeah.
As like, hang on, where is the thing? Where is the thing?
Couldn't let me check for traps.
Why would he? All this Death Note shit. It's fucking putting a bomb on your
To
drawer.
be fair, opening the door to the kitchen's called,
I would not have said a trap.
which is locked by a key. Why would you trap it unless you're a psychopath?
Yeah.
But he
It's
is a
a psychopath.
psychopath. Probably should have
He
guessed.
worships a war god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But why would the blow?
Not the god of blowing your own fucking house.
War.
Yeah.
Blow up your
Anyway,
own shit.
down in the kitchen, you do hear the hissing passing down along the wall.
Can I go try to find it?
There, like, going through, like, there is actually quite a noticeable. It's not like a break in wood, but it's like a tube that has been inserted down through the wood, and you can hear the hissing from inside that tube. It's made of wood. It's like actually, yeah, it's sort of like kind of like a molded.
Can I
piece
try
of
and
wood.
grab a knife and like?
I'm gonna
Cut it?
get my gun and shoot the fuse.
All right.
Yeah.
You make me an attack roll. I mean, both of you make me attack rolls.
Block.
That's a 13.
How hot do bullets get?
Oh, that's a 2.
Not all that hot.
No, if it's this kind of gun,
No.
Yeah,
no.
fair.
Because
The
it's just metal
explosion's not
rounds.
inside it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just pushed forward.
It's just being pushed forward. Yeah.
Like
They're
you
not
got
that
to
fast.
cut it, and as you're about to hit it, the gunshot behind you, like you're like, huh, you drop the knife,
That's
and the
fine.
bullet punches through the through this pipe, and you do watch as the dangling end that is attached to his cabin rather than the hold full of gunpowder burns to a stop.
I'm gonna keep going down to the gun
Good shot.
hold. Thank you.
Do we hear the
right.
gunshot by this point?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you all hear the gunshot. You just hear a whoosh.
Does the cook see this?
He's up on the deck. At the
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Well, if we're not
Alright,
dead,
I'm
if we're
gonna
not dead
keep
by now,
following
we
it
should
down.
be fine.
Okay. Heading down into the hold.
I'm not gonna take a
I'm gonna
lantern.
try and
Do most
find the
pirates
fuse,
do this?
and I'm gonna like.
Do most
pull it
pirate
out.
captains do this? with
Investigation
heroes?
checks for me.
Not the one that I work with.
The captain rigged his own
Fuck's sake,
ship.
That
not
is a
any that
15.
I knew of.
With disadvantage.
You find, like,
At
sort
least
of
not
following, because you
so
actually go advantage, because, like, I know what you're looking for.
Okay. So that will just
Oh,
be a
with-
flat roll because it's darkness.
Yeah, flat roll, because it's darkness.
That's a 17.
Cool. You do find the tube that's going into the room, and you find that piece of string that is just set into one of the barrels of black powder that you hadn't found before. One of the ones in the back of the pile.
And I only find one.
Only find one.
I'm gonna dismantle it to the best of my ability. And like try and pull the string down.
The trap is disarmed. And like in your roll me an investigation check as well because you're looking too.
13.
But yeah, that's what you find.
Yeah, real good.
I think there's something else down
Yeah, there is.
But yeah, you dismantle the
not very
trap
smart.
and you take a breath.
What?
Boom! And
What kind of... I don't understand how these work, but why would a captain want to blow up his own ship?
He didn't seem like a nice guy from the get-go, so...
And honestly, worst case scenario, you don't really want any of your secrets getting out. So, middle of the sea, big boom, no one alive.
That wasn't even me wanting to just use the trap. I even have in here the key unlocks the door immediately, but does not disarm the trap.
Oh.
Nice.
Well, now that
How
we
do
know
you
there's something
disarm the
worth
trap?
finding in here, let's give it a look.
Knowing how to just
Let's.
pull the string out of... Like, if you you can crack it slightly and pull the string out of the striker. And so that when you open it and the striker strikes, it just sparks and doesn't ignite the string.
So we didn't see him doing that when he was going into
Well, we
it.
wouldn't
We
have seen
never
him
We
saw
wouldn't
going.
have seen him go in.
Ah.
and he told us not to go near.
When to be
it.
fair,
Yeah.
I don't know if you actually... Unless you
I
go
mean,
in...
And I'm assuming Dirge, you just sort of went to the door.
Yeah, I just opened the door,
Yeah.
as I've done many times in my life.
Fair.
Whoa!
Now you're an adventurer, you will never open
I
a
will
door
never open it
again.
normally again.
Always check for traps.
Always check the traps.
Yes.
Indeed.
Fuck,
Not.
Grandma's your door trapped?
I didn't even consider it.
No,
It
neither.
could happen to all of us.
Yeah.
Can happen.
Alright.
Now we're gonna investigate this room.
But you now...
I'm gonna
once
go
the-
jump on his
That
bed.
crisis averted. You guys start looking through the room. You hear that gunshot and you kind of hesitate. And you're like, what the fuck? What is Jax doing? And then you see them both arrive, and Amy just sprints into the room and starts bouncing.
I'm going to march up to you and say, do you have any idea what you were doing there?
Well, I was opening a door, but apparently that was the wrong decision.
That was entirely the wrong
Love
decision.
Dirge.
Do you understand the breadth of that man's madness?
I mean,
He had a fuse set to his entire cache of black powder in the bottom of the ship. If the spark had reached it, we would all be dead or floating in the water, missing most of our
it
limbs.
was a pretty smart idea by him. He almost got us, yeah. Glad you were there with your quick shots.
I'm glad I was.
Yeah, well, we can only...
Those searching the room, roll me an investigation check.
Oh, God.
Boing.
Actually,
boing,
so
boing.
I would actually describe the room for you. It's quite a decent size. There are there essentially he's living quite simply. There are 3 pieces of furniture in this room. There is the bed against the far wall. Bless you. There's the bed against the far wall. There is the desk that sort of sits along that wall that the door is attached to. And then the room sort of opens out and curves around, and on that curved bit of wall here is essentially an armoire.
Right.
So,
Rolled 15.
You
And I
rolled 15.
want to look for
What are you looking-
specifically any of his past plans within the last few months.
so looking on the desk.
So yeah, looking on this for paperwork, people he's traded with, places he's been to port, and whether or not I can gauge some sort of pattern as to where he might have been.
You see the main thing you see is that map that he was talking to you about, and it does very much describe the Shattered Peninsula, with an X on where essentially you're gauging you guys would be now.
Okay.
Over where that mountain is. So it's a true map. He wasn't lying about the map element of it,
Yeah.
but and sort of scrawled notes in one corner in common. You do see it's location of temple to Riksa. Nothing to do with the dragon's horde. It's
Okay.
very much it was all.
Yeah.
He knew everything.
He knew
that was
everything. Yeah.
there are a couple of letters from you recognise a couple of names, some titles in there and here and there, and a draft of a letter in what you're guessing is Rig's handwriting. And he hasn't got to the end of it. And, but he hasn't titled it he hasn't titled it Dear Anyone, but it's just he's only written one sentence. Is I thank you very much for your prompt response.
Oh fuck.
Who else is investigating the room?
I want to stop jumping on the bed and go have a look around.
Okay, so I'll assume you're investigating around the bed area.
Yes.
Catrus will look for
You
any...
have desk, bed, armoire, or the room in general.
I'll mark that shit investigation.
She'll just look around
13.
for any religious stuff.
The armoire?
Riksa or
Well,
otherwise.
There's the armoires, the last thing.
So you're going to the
I'll
armoire.
do the armoire then, yeah.
Okay. With your 13,
She's on.
you don't find anything on your investigation, but looking around, you're pretty sure that you didn't just hear the bed creaking when you were jumping on it.
Can I try to lift up the mattress with quarterstaff lever style? There's no way I'm gonna be able to pull it up.
You're helping. There is nothing under the mattress, but obviously you can see through the slats. Both of you roll me investigation checks.
Oh, these sheets smell terrible.
14.
12.
You, Amy, are now looking through. You see the dust fall from the bottom of the mattress and how it settles on the ground through the slats.
Yeah.
And looking at the dust, one piece of wood of the floor below the bed has a different amount of dust on it than the others.
I clamp my hand down on it so it can't be lifted up.
Okay.
Can you help me look to see if there's another one of those surprises?
Alright, yeah, check for charms.
With advantage, because help them.
You got to eat your sandwich, but you check the
Modified
traps
20.
first.
It is not trapped.
Good.
We're good.
Okay.
How do you spell Riksa?
Riksa.
R-I-K.
Roll me a strength check. It's nailed down, but it is kind of loose. Roll me a strength check.
Lever.
Leave it.
Roll me a strength check with advantage.
Aha. 15.
It pops up quite easily. There's one nail holding down one end, and you pop it up, and inside is a metal lockbox.
Sounds really committed to this.
Yeah.
Um,
Your armor.
Are you finished what you're doing in the kitchen? Sweet. Catrice, you're investigating the armor. We'll get to the lockbox in a minute. But you pull it out. It's made of metal. It's yay big, yay deep. Catrice, you're investigating the armoire. Roll me an investigation check.
Guidance.
Oh!
Natural 20 with a 4 on
Oh,
the
that's
top.
right.
Holy
You're
shit, Max!
25.
You're oh, cool. Those are 4 sets of fine clothes that you sort of just toss out behind you. And there is a back compartment that you can sort of knock around. You've kind of helped in some of these before, sort of steel boxes and stuff. It's you knock around the back of the compartment, and most of it sounds pretty solid. You get somewhere in the middle, and thunk, 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 there's that hollow noise. Pressing down, no traps. I'll give that to you on the
Max
natural
roll.
20. No traps. You press down, and something clicks, and then a compartment springs open, and in that is another pouch of gold.
Yep.
So he's a pirate. He has a lot of gold and not much else.
That's fair.
You haven't gotten any magical items yet.
No,
I have one.
that's well.
We would
Do
also,
we?
We would have also
Oh,
gone this
the
for
Warhammer.
defeating.
Oh yeah.
Basically,
Warhammer.
there are 2 things inside this compartment.
Patch of gold.
Patch of gold, 200 gold pieces,
Oh, baby.
and a letter.
Oh, letter.
What's in the letter?
Open the letter.
Can you read?
I need
now?
law.
Okay, Catrice. Are
Make a
you pulling this out
Constitution
and
saving
reading it in
throw.
front of the rest of them?
Yeah,
or do
she
you
would
want
have
to read
said,
it
yeah.
privately?
She would have said, I think I found something. She'll give it a once over. And she'll read it
Before
first.
reading out.
But yeah.
Pulling it open, it's a decent couple paragraphs of text, but it's, here is the gold that was promised. I suggest diverting your path on your way back to the mark. My researchers speak of a hidden temple to your god. See the map I have included. That should lead the way. Be warned, one of my colleagues did not wish for me to divulge this information. He does not usually act on these worries, but it is important to stay alert. I thank you for the continued business. Our collaborations have always been profitable for the both of us, and remaining in good relations with the Marked will prove to be good for the future. My regards, P.ER.
Okay. From P.
Uh.
ER.
No,
is
sorry,
cap-
it's
capital
P.
E-
space E.R.
Capital A, capital R?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Peter Erdogan.
How do you spell
Roll me a basic intelligence check.
A-R-A.
Can I do the same?
I think.
You could roll me an intelligence check. Oh, show.
O-I-R.
11.
It
That
looks
looks
like a
right,
set of
right?
initials.
Yeah, it
rather
looks
than
right.
like a name.
Yeah.
9.
Make it a history check.
Thank you. That would make it a 11.
P. Dot.
Have I ever
They look pretty. They look like recognizable initials to
Oh,
you.
fuck me.
Yeah, so she
Oh
reads it out
God,
and
to
goes.
you.
I get up, walk out, and just slam the door as I leave.
Yeah, so she would have read it out after reading it and goes.
Oh, he's having a bad day.
J- it seems that someone else is involved with this whole Riksa
I mean, wouldn't be shocking.
worship stuff.
I think I
Well,
need to
hold
go
on to
talk
that
to
letter in case
Jax.
it
Yeah,
becomes
a whole,
useful.
a whole little letter. So letter, presumably to
Yeah, letter to Rick.
Levan, yeah.
I am
The
going
Lemarne,
to
sorry.
follow Jax Ali outside.
I'm just going to check something.
Backstory.
She's a
notes.
lockbox.
I can send it to you.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna.
Do these? What
I'm
is?
gonna keep
Is
a
it
hold
just
of
one?
the lockbox.
Is it one key?
Yeah, there's one key on the lockbox.
So it's only just
Can
the
you-
front door. I'm gonna just.
Oh,
Is that a set
Try,
of keys?
try the ring of keys.
Or is it a single key to this room?
Oh no, there's a set of keys.
Okay,
Try
so
the keys.
we're just gonna try and find.
Check
the
for
key.
traps, but try the keys.
Oh yeah, check for traps.
None of the keys. It's not trapped, and none of the keys.
None of the keys work. Cool.
But it does have a lock on it.
Okay.
Right. Am I the only one with thieves' tools on this
Probably
bitch?
you're the only rogue.
Most likely.
Yeah.
Well,
I could make some thieves.
Do you want to pick the lock?
Oh.
I'm already following
Can I
him.
try and
I'm
primal
following
savagery
him.
myself some claws?
I'm guessing you
and
understand
try
what the P is now.
Yeah, that threw me off. Yep. Okay.
Two of them had the same initials, Daniel.
That's
So
it? It'd
do
be
I have to
Professor
include the P?
someone, surely.
Maybe.
Professor Urkel.
Can I try and like
I'm
primal
following
savagery
him.
my
You're
nails?
following him, so you're not. And I think. Oh.
And like, I have tiny hands.
Dexterity check with disadvantage.
Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that.
What have you been taking on this so far?
It's just all a bit confusing.
Did you know of this P.ER? I don't know who this is.
I rolled a natural 20, but he doesn't know anything.
Alright.
That's an initial.
No, it's not a set of initials. I've heard
Professor
before.
someone likely, but
Oh, okay.
I think I need to go read a book.
and a strong fin.
He hurries off to the hold to go read some books. Sorry, Nick.
I had to include him somewhere.
Yeah, that's good. Good player.
Right, so what'd you roll?
Player awareness.
Not good enough.
Like you're kind of getting close, but those claws are too big.
Well, we can just wait and try not to muscle it open. Seems like a bad decision.
Dear, you're following Jax out the door.
I'm following Jax out the door. Where are you going?
I'm going down to where my quarters were. I'm going to find where I hid the bundle that is the pendulum in its disassembled state, and I'm just going to start angrily putting it back together.
You find him doing this. You follow him down, and he starts
Hey.
putting it together.
Jax, what the hell was that response?
What do you mean? I was simply done investigating in there.
Yes, but as soon as that letter was finished being read, you stormed out like you knew something. What do you know?
I know that was a letter that was read to us. What do you expect?
I expect you to know more than that.
This is your domain. We're on a pirate ship.
But that was an expression you made to something I don't know anything about.
I'm sorry, I don't know anything that you're wanting to wring out of me. Don't you have more things to go and pilfer from his study?
No. I would like to insight check him.
Yep.
Totally can.
17.
Well, you're technically lying, so roll me a deception check. As much as we all know Jax is lying.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Roll me
Dio
a
needs to
deception.
That's
know.
a 4.
Oh yeah.
Dio knows
knows.
Jax is lying to him.
I
That
like so
brown-
you would know that I like care for my like tools and equipment a lot.
Yeah, and you're just being rough with them.
I'm like bending something to the point where it might break.
Okay.
Looking a bit stressed.
Fine.
Do you have a problem, Dio?
Not one I can probably solve myself. And I'm just going to storm out as well. Just because at him not being a good comrade.
I take my hand
Combat.
off the pocket watch.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, yikes.
And I am going to make my way down to the hold where they're keeping
Downtown?
Rig
And Azuri.
and Azuri.
Alright.
Also, they're in separate cells, right?
Not so much as separate cells as tied
Opposite
to different
sides
parts
of
of the hold.
Oh, okay. Oh, there are no cells. Oh, okay.
There's no brig per
It's a
se.
warship,
Yeah.
not a prison taker.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, they're like opposite ends of the hold, tied, like lashed to like essentially the side of the boat.
Yes.
But you want to talk to Rig?
I want to talk to Rig.
Rig looks up and he's like, yeah. I did finally figure out who you were, by the way.
Did you? Did you really?
I have a sneaking suspicion.
Well then. Would you kindly like to enlighten me on any situation you may know of my ship?
The cuttlefish?
See.
And I know that she went down, what, 3 weeks ago? During a storm.
Sounds about right.
I'd hate to imagine what happened to her.
He just gives a snarl. Just a fucking snarl.
But if I'm being honest with you, wasn't me.
Is he being honest?
Insight check.
Ooh.
20.
He's telling the truth.
You wouldn't happen to know anyone who might know who did it?
I might. Gold is gold, my dear friend.
And I have plenty of it.
We know that's the truth.
Yeah.
That is true. But camaraderie is second only. And I've got plenty of that.
And it seems I may be building back up my reserves.
It would be good to get an old captain back on a ship.
To be honest, that is far outside my thoughts right now. But,
Where are your thoughts, friend?
oh, I think you know.
Yeah. Sea Mother's a bitch.
Yes, well,
I pity all the men she takes to her bed.
that is a more crass way to think about it, but
The bottom of the ocean.
very true.
We like our euphemisms.
Well, I shouldn't overstay my welcome. I thank you very much for your information.
I thank you very much for taking care of my ship. Good to know you didn't blow a hole in it.
Your
Yes.
ship. They would have seen us come down and unravel the fuse,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
I'm just gonna... Oh, by the way, who's this P-E-R?
I've only known him through initials.
Do you know where he might be stationed, his operation?
Roll me persuasion check.
23.
Fuck, that's good.
Can he make that wisdom saving throw? This is the real question. Fails. I've recently done a fair amount of business out of Cassidia.
Cassidia.
Met a couple of wealthy men. But they seemed pretty forthright in what they wanted me to do, and you know the work they had for me, and they were forthright in the amount of gold they were offering for said jobs.
And I'm assuming your jobs were to perhaps flex a bit of your war god's nature.
Well, no, it was ferry this, ferry that. I've been in contact with them for the past year or so. Done a few jobs, but you know, all for the betterment of the world or whatever crap they go on about.
I must say, I'm surprised to see you going so easy on the world currently. Although gold is gold, that is true.
Gold is gold.
Betterment for the world? What?
Betterment.
Yeah.
Improvement, you know.
Yes. Of the world. I shall not keep you in awkward company much
Yeah.
longer.
I was trying to sleep. Now fuck off.
Love you too. Just walk upstairs and
Alright.
join back with them.
I'm assuming you're just gonna stay in your bunk, like assembling your gun and stuff for a bit.
I'm going to start assembling it at near the steps down into the hold.
Alright.
And I'm going to stay there for about an hour, maybe.
Dio comes up past you,
I don't look at them.
I ignore him as well.
and as you step out onto the deck, it's like it's getting lighter because dawn is coming, but the light in the sky hasn't changed that much, because that approaching front is looming.
Okay.
Like, the sea is starting to get a bit choppy. You can feel the ship rocking a little bit more. You've actually picked up speed. The sails have filled out. And you do feel that gust, the gust sweeping across the deck. And the thunder is starting to roll, like, over the ship now.
Okay.
You guys still have that lockbox.
True.
Yep. You're just holding that out to people.
You want me to open this? Yeah. Okay.
Thieves tools check. Dexterity.
That's cocked as fuck.
That's cocked as fuck. It's because you're dice trader.
Natural 20.
Yo.
Dio's just like,
It's
yeah,
all
fuck
right.
it. You use one thing and you're like, like, you're like, oh, done. Easy.
That's like my third nat 20.
And the lid, like, kind of pops loose a bit. You pull it open. There are 2 things
Ooh.
in this lockbox.
Nice.
One is a holy symbol of Riksa,
Okay.
a silver spiked gauntlet shaped amulet worth about 20 gold, and a piece of ivory about yay big with an odd pattern on the side that's facing you.
A piece of ivory, yay big.
Yay big.
Yay,
Yay big.
like a thick chunk, like, or like, is it a cylinder? Is it
Like
like,
an ingot, almost.
Yeah.
The block.
Hang on, where is it? Where did I put it?
Oh, you have a prop?
A map.
I do have a prop, but I don't know.
Check the drawer.
You put it in
I
the
put a
drawer.
few things in the drawer. I'm not sure if.
Hang on. About yay big?
Oh.
Oh, there we go.
Hey.
The
Can
drawers
I-
come in handy.
Can I like pick it up and like look at it and try to see what the pattern
You
is?
flipping it over or are you just looking at the pattern?
I'm flipping it over as
Just-
well.
Oh, flipping it over. It looks kind of like a tarot card.
Can I pull out the card that I have and like compare it? Do they look
The backs look
like
the
they
same.
belong in the same place?
The backs look the same,
Oh,
but
God.
this
We get
one
war, boys.
looks like that.
What's it?
Star.
Star.
Star platinum. Oh.
Cool.
Is that the same standard?
I'm gonna show that to our people and make sure that nobody else in the crew sees it.
Alright.
Is it actually a card or is
Yeah,
it just like
ivory.
It's a card.
made of ivory?
The Digimini things is either made of vellum or ivory.
Oh, okay. So
So these are thin pieces of ivory. That you
Oh,
guys
okay,
get.
right.
They're not
Okay.
actual cards.
Right, I thought you
Yeah,
were
I
meaning
can
like
actually
a
made of
like chunk, like okay.
And if at 6 o'clock, if we want to stop to have dinner,
That's a level up.
I have.
you guys can also level up in the break.
Yes, swashbuckler. Oh.
I have something to do.
Have footing on a post.
Okay, we will do what Jax wants to do, then we can break
Okay.
for dinner and
Yes.
level
Yep.
up.
When I'm sure that no one is going to be going down to the hold,
Yep.
I'm going to quietly go down there.
Oh no.
Do I know what the bottom?
Roll me a stealth check.
Okay.
Just.
Da-da-da-da.
Yeah, okay, we'll say you guys also take a long rest.
Okay,
'Cause you haven't
long
had one,
rest.
you need-
I would also.
I'm gonna sleep in Rick's bed.
I didn't use anything.
Yeah.
If you want
She
to.
gets the whole
The
bed.
mattress on the
Oh,
floor because we moved it.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Can I
Kate
sleep
would
on the
have
mattress on the
Kate would
floor?
have given
Nice.
divvied out 33 gold to everyone.
Ooh.
Kate just keeps the 2 extra gold for
Oh yeah, what are you guys doing with the gold, you guys?
Okay,
Oh,
I
yeah,
worked out
we'll
how much
split
all
it.
of the gold that we have. I've worked out how much we all get.
Okay.
So-
Do that in the
Wait,
break.
wait,
Do that in the
yeah,
break.
yeah,
yeah.
Do that in
So
the break.
33 gold from you.
Well, hold up, don't
Yeah,
go.
we'll do gold in the break.
Okay. Gold in the
Okay.
break.
Gold
Actually,
rush.
hold up. Is that including the 200 we...
Yeah.
Okay, that would let him do it then.
God.
Am I moving the third
Don't
degree?
edit
The
now, don't edit now.
blue wormling lightning liquid that I extracted from it. Do I know what
Oh,
it does?
boy.
Have I tested that by like dipping
You've
up
probably
in it?
tested a couple of drips. It shocks things.
How much? How much does it hurt?
I
Shock
I be-
torture the fucking
I believe
cat.
you. I believe. Like the vial is like essentially is it 3d6.
It's an acid.
Amount
it
of
is
ouchie?
3d6 ouchies.
That's a valid
So you could like use a third. and
2d6.
take a look
It's 2d6. I would say like
That's enough to kill a bunch of commoners.
decent sized
You could
drop.
kill us
A
town.
decent sized drop is like 1 hit point,
Okay, good to know.
and so essentially I'll say you can get 12 drops out of it.
Right.
Nice.
That's the max on that 2d6.
As we're doing a long rest,
Yep.
I'm gonna pull out the Warhammer of Corruption,
Yep.
and I'm just gonna set up some candles and incense and just try and pray
Okay.
into it
Yep.
to see if I can.
You're not attuning to it though. You're just
I'm
praying.
not
into it.
attuning to it.
Cool.
I'm trying to see if I can have any effect on it.
Yep.
Through
Cool.
my.
I'll confirm that after the
Ritual
break.
recipe.
I would like to go to Era. What's her?
Alan?
Ellen.
The quartermaster?
Alon, yes. Alon, the quartermaster, and, well, the now captain, and just say, excuse me, Captain.
Yes.
I would like
Yes.
to, just for the moment, like to act as your, in between, what would you call it?
First mate?
Not necessarily the first mate, but, you know, the one who does all the talking to Tanavos. I forget what they're called.
Shipwright.
Shipwright.
Shipwright, yes.
Well, for now that would be greatly appreciated with you just hear the thunder like roll across the sky. With that.
Yes, I have a lot of experience with such matters, and I just like hold out the amulets,
Understandable.
and I see myself now in possession of these, which hopefully will come in handy later on.
I hope so too. Good luck to you.
That is all. Thank you.
James, what do you want to do?
I'm going to head. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until the storm is closer.
Storm's like overheat now.
Okay, so it's currently.
You guys
thundering.
will sleep out in the storm. It's nothing. It's,
Oh,
it's a
okay.
storm.
Right,
So
so we
Alright.
can, yeah.
It is thundering and it's hard to hear everything that's going on the ship.
Yes.
I'm gonna head down into the hold.
Fuck's sake.
Yay,
Alright.
Torture scene, and I thought I'd
would
be
you
doing
approach
that.
They're in separate cells.
No, they're
Separate.
like,
They're
opposite
opposite
ends of the
ends.
hold.
Are they
Like,
tied up?
yes.
Like, they're tied up like in place.
Preemptively liberal.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I rolled
I'm
two.
going to go and crouch down next to Rig.
What can I do for you, gunslinger? I know what those things are.
God damn.
Well, that was then a waste of time not using them in the temple.
You could say that.
How do you know them?
Men on other continents need ferrying from time to time, and they pay
Not these.
mighty sums.
Them. The group.
Well, what are you saying?
Are you one of them? Answer me.
If you're talking about the dead and dying, I ain't one of them.
I don't care about them. I'm talking about the men who hired you or you are a part of them. Answer my question.
I get hired by a lot of men. And that is meant to scare me?
Not yet.
I know pain. You
I'm-
blind or something, kid?
You have one eye left.
And
Do you want to keep it?
I mean, I doubt you'd be able to. I doubt you'd be able to dig it out of my head with that thing. So I'd still keep it. Just wouldn't function so well. And it would be an awful shame if all my struggling, my ropes came loose, and I was able to stumble my way over to my cleric and get myself healed.
Is Azuri asleep or is he watching?
He is shielded by crates and all. They're out of sight line of one another.
Right. I'm gonna go and wait. So he's not in a cage. He's in just
No,
in a
yeah,
hole.
he's just hiding.
Right. Okay. I'm going to go and see if Azuri's awake.
Azuri is awake. He's out. What are you doing to my captain?
He's gagged.
I fiddled with
Oh,
the.
I'll actually say he's probably managed to work the gag out of his
No,
mouth
I
by now.
didn't really.
His tongue in the air.
19.
I'm gonna just fiddle with the hilt of the rapier that I took from Rig.
Most of the spell, like that's sort of the reason why they put crates so he can't even see. Rogue.
Okay.
What
I'm
are
gonna-
you doing to my captain?
Not interested in you. Turn back to Reg. I'm going to just wait until there's some thunder overhead.
Yep.
And I'm going to angle it so that... Yeah, I'm going to angle it so that it doesn't puncture anything or go into the gunpowder hold.
Yep.
But I want to shoot Rig's kneecap off. Rig's kneecap off.
Roll me to hit. I'll say close quarters enough. You don't have to do any
There's
extra AC or anything.
Grit point for advantage.
Grit point for advantage.
Hey man, long
Do that
rest.
fucking thing.
Long rest time.
17.
That hits.
He's got no armor.
He's got no
so-
armor.
He's got no,
Yeah.
he's got no armor.
Yeah.
What armor did he have? I don't
Gonna roll damage?
Leather probably.
Solid leather, I believe.
I've got silk
damage?
leather, so I don't need to use it.
No, I'll
Lump
make him
me.
constitution saving throw. Which means I do need his stat block, sorry.
7 to my initiative. I'll enjoy that. More sneak attack.
One noise, please. I want,
Extra
you know what?
sneak attack.
I want a sound.
We're in a torture scene, so I'm gonna put some creepy music
I
on.
get another cantrip? Yay.
Hey, you sounds.
Okay, now I actually get to
Alright.
do proper melee
He
shit.
rolls a constitution saving throw, and I'm gonna guess. Actually, how much damage do you deal?
D10 plus 3.
Roll me damage.
It's a 1, so 4.
Change ratios.
Um,
Kill wounds.
Basically, what I'm gonna
Don't
say
kill wounds.
is the DC is the damage you roll, the number you roll on the dice plus 10,
Okay, so 14.
so 11.
Oh, right. Oh, sorry.
Not your one.
Right, yeah.
But he does fail that, and he like kind of, what the fuck? You know, like his hands are tied, but like you can tell he like kind of just wants to go put a hand on it, like pulsing blood down his leg.
I just swirl the vial of lightning
Fuck
liquid.
do you want?
The men who hired you up in Cassidia, or wherever they contact you, the professor,
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
are you one of them?
Gods no. Fuck would you think that?
Are you telling
I
the
ain't all
truth?
hoity-toity and full of gold to be spent.
I hope you're telling the truth.
I don't give two shits what happens to this world.
Drop of acid in the wound. Oh, drop of the lightning liquid in the wound.
That's he passes that one just.
Okay.
So like the original was 11 because it was 10 plus 1. This is 1 point of damage into the same wound, so DC was 12. He rolled 12.
Yeah.
Again.
Again,
I started.
I'm gonna do it until he
I-
screams.
I live.
that's a natural 20.
Yeah, you're paladins don't have cantrips.
I am not one of them. If you had any fucking sense, you'd believe me. I'm guessing you know who they are,
Of course I
what
do.
they fucking do.
Yes. And worse.
Now look at me. Do I look like I'd fit in with one of them?
I don't know. It's been a while since I was last in contact with them. What did they hire you to do?
Ferry, supplies, people.
What supplies? What people? To where?
I
From
can't
where?
fucking remember.
Do I need to jog your memory somehow?
Don't you think they jogged mine? Are your gloves on?
Yes.
Okay. That's fine.
Do you have any plans to contact them again? You were writing a
they
letter.
give... Currently? No.
Who was that letter to?
That would have been to my payer, who I believe you are familiar with. The professor.
Did you have any plans to meet with him again at all?
I mean, he sends me gold. It's a wonderful thing. I just get gold. I just get gold out of the blue.
Do I believe him?
Roll me an insight check.
16.
He is telling the truth. Where's the fucking thing that also quiet?
It's paused, I think.
No, it's playing, it's just not generating sound.
Yeah.
That's annoying.
Weird.
Oh, we'll fix that in the break.
Yeah.
Which of them did you meet?
I met, I can't remember their names, but I think one of
Describe them.
that was a gnome.
Yes.
I do remember that, but I believe that's who we're talking about at the moment.
Yes. Did you meet any others?
Yeah, there was one more. A man think, if I remember correctly, he was human.
You're sure of that?
Pretty sure. Got dark hair.
White glove.
Yeah, that's the one.
Do you remember what he said to you?
He just paid me.
No words?
Not that I remember.
And you don't remember the work you did for him?
I mean, it was shipping stuff, but other than that, no.
You are useless. Never mind. I'm going to very roughly bandage up his wound with some of the cloth that I find down here.
Yeah, I'll say that. Roll me, like, it'll work. I'll just say it works. You've got time.
That's a 7.
That's alright. It's alright.
So it hurts a bit. Good.
Too tight. I'll do you. And you off to have your long rest?
We're going to have a talk, you and I. Yes. Well, no. I'm going to long rest, but only the very, very minimum that I can manage.
Alright, so cool.
Would you be awake?
Yeah, I'm doing my ceremony, so
Should we do that after the break?
Just wondering about divine sense.
I have one left on the ceremony.
Yeah, okay. Good.
Would you potentially be using it on the?
No, I'm not currently using it on the Warhammer. I'm just doing a normal ceremony. I got the candles, got the incense.
As I walk past, would he notice anything less savoury?
If it's are you? Do you have a divine sense active?
No. Well, actually, I would use it on this Warhammer, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
Because it's within 60 feet.
Yes.
Like, obviously, you get the 2 blips down on the hole, but then, like,
Is it behind
there's
cover?
a vague.
That's him walking past me, though.
Oh, right.
There's like a vague sense as Jack's walking past you.
Of what?
Evil.
It's just evil? Okay.
The presence of strong evil. Powerful good. There you go.
I'm going to work on something, anything, just tinkering, and then I'm going to just pass out.
Sweet. We will pause it there.
Okay.
And to come back once we have had dinner and are well fed. Shall we?
We shall.
Right. Come morning. Something has been done to appease the god of the storms. And the storm has passed. The ship mostly uninjured. A few ropes snapped and some sails
It became a normal storm.
got loose. But we were able to be tied down when the winds died down in the early hours of the morning.
I'm going to check the brig to see if they're still there.
They are both still there, but Rig has a new, quite bloody bandage around his knee.
I'm not even going to question it. I just wanted to check if they were still here. Or they
Alright.
hadn't run off somehow.
I'm gonna... Okay, 2 questions. What was the result of my little ritual last night?
Your little ritual, you get a sense that the weapon itself was not under Riksa's control. It was very much the intent of the user that put it there. It is still enchanted, with essentially what you could say is sort of some form of necromantic magic, but it's not in itself inherently evil.
Okay.
It
It's
must be
just
guided
enchantment.
with evil intent.
It's just the enchantment. Were we going to sort out the money?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, so that's the money.
So that includes a 200. So
Jax
yeah.
will stumble up onto the deck and be sort of blinking with a piece of paper in his hand and say,
This is, it's probably about 10, 11 in the morning because of the time you guys went to sleep.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've done the calculations. Between all of us, we have 3 of us having 53 gold pieces
I'll take the 53.
from one lot, an additional 33 as well.
53,
so,
33.
So 53 for 3 of us, and then the other 3 have 23 gold pieces and 1 platinum piece.
Okay.
Wait,
I already
hold on.
took the 50.
Why am I so dumb?
Platinum pieces are 10 gold pieces.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yes.
In that case, that would be I'm bad at this. 43 each,
43.
and then 1 platinum piece. It's all worked out.
So 43 and then 33.
And there's a platinum piece on foot.
No, so it's 50. So 3 of you just get 53 gold pieces,
Yeah,
and then the other 3 of you get
43.
43 into platinum.
Right.
Okay.
I'll just take.
I'll take
the
53.
I'll take the 43 and platinum.
I'll
right,
take the
just
gold.
make sure we note this down so we can tell Nick.
Yep.
Yes.
So I'll take just the 53 gold.
Same.
Yeah.
And what about the stuff that
noting
you
this
found?
down?
That's
Was that included with that? Oh, then we get
Then
additional.
on top of that, there's a 33 gold each and 1 remainder.
One
Oh, so
platinum.
there is still more 33.
There's still more. I'm just doing 1 lot, then the 200.
So then 33 on top of that.
I need to get better at this.
Yes.
I'll take the extra gold, I suppose.
Yeah,
So
sure.
I'm up to 74.
So 53 and 53 and 33.
I'm not that rich.
74.
I'll take a 43 and a platinum.
Bloop.
And then
Beyond.
33.
Oh wow, I took 34 and a platinum.
Game rules.
43. Those are actually an extra 3 more. I didn't do it at the right. I did
Creation
31.
campaigns.
We'll get there eventually. Well, I will.
Wow, 164 gold. Woo!
Not bad.
Oh, in the morning I'll bless my armor again for +1.
Dope.
Yeah.
So
not
it's,
that'll
so
be useful
it's
right
11,
now.
right? 10 or 11?
Oh,
You
actually-
should 11 in the morning.
Overnight, could I have, before I went to bed, spend an hour to craft something?
Yeah.
I would like to spend. How much is it for ordering? I'll make those like metal dice.
Oh yeah.
I think it's. How much is it? 20 gold, I think, worth? Just check.
Does it consume the dice?
No.
No, it doesn't consume it. It just needs dice worth of something.
Because they will tell you what they do.
Let me just find out how much it's worth. I'm going to prepare my
I
spells.
would say, does it specify dice or bones?
It says, let me have a look. Where the fuck is all here? It is. Specially marked sticks, bones, or similar tokens.
Oh.
So specifically, I make a polyhedral set of metal dice for 25 gold. So I'll use 25 of my gold to make a set of dice,
Nice.
which is my little like reading dice. How many? Actually, how many gods / deck of many thing cards are there?
22.
22, okay. So how can I make that in a dice?
Well, I mean, you can. You just add 2 more sides.
22-sided dice. Well, that's a thing that you can
Yeah,
do.
true.
Yeah.
It's a 3D shape.
With no
Yeah.
rules against it.
It's magical. You can make whatever the
Yeah,
fuck you
true. I'll make a special 22-sided dice.
Alright.
Actually, can I have a quick chat just like for like 2 seconds?
Yep.
I just want to just check.
This quick chat is brought to you by
Who the fuck gave us these Arcania Adventures? I don't know how to read Roman numerals. MMX VIII edition, where they gave us these cool. Well, I mean, we bought them. These cool notepads where it's got like a character sheet
That's cool.
and shit in it, and it's got other things, and you can use it to take notes and spells, and get a nifty chest with a false bottom.
What's the offer code that we can get?
D12 and
There was a
2d6s.
quick starter, so there's no offer code.
Oh, this was a weird ad.
And
Yeah.
okay, so trading plan, we've got a weird set of dice, a 22-sided dice, a D12, and 2 D6s.
Mm.
Good to know.
Thumbs up.
Good to know.
So,
All that ice is already fucking melted.
It's hot.
the ship has been sailing through the night. And someone make me a perception check. Look it.
I'll look too.
What's proficiency? 16.
10.
9.
Do you want to make me
I'm
a
tired.
2.
roll one? Roll one.
Whatever
It's a 19.
Plus it.
Damn.
Oh no, yeah, it's a 19. Plus 6, so 25. Amy, actually, let's say Amy in the morning has clambered up the rigging up to the crow's nest and has spotted some land on the horizon.
Oh.
Land ho.
So as we go, I'm gonna go to the kitchen. Is there like any bread, like basic food?
Yeah.
We give our thanks to Staley Bread.
Yeah, nothing particularly fresh. It's like kind of stale, you know.
I'm just gonna go over and go down to the hold where the prisoners are with the bread
Alright.
and some water. Just like
Why not wine?
Rig will look up to you. He's like, kind of like sweating slightly. He's like, what the fuck do you want?
I was gonna give you some breakfast, some water. Do I notice the
Very
wound?
much his bandaged knee.
I see you had a fun night.
Tell that son of a bitch, Jax, that I'll fucking kill him.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. I mean, I understand why he did it, but you know, whatever. I'm gonna. How much would I have to lay on hands to fix it?
Probably like 4.
Yeah, I'll lay on hands.
Oh,
I-
6.
Yeah,
2 drops of acid.
Mm.
Yep.
And the gun.
And you do also like, I'll say like with your loud hands, you also do flush the starting of an infection out as well. Because it was quite poorly bandaged in the end.
Yeah, I don't want you dying on us before we get there. I assume you suffered enough in the night, and well, you want some bread, and
Yeah. His hands are tied.
I'm
So you
gonna.
sort of have to feed it.
Yeah,
to him.
I'll sit down with him and feed him bread.
Yeah, do you want to talk to him or just feed him?
Yeah.
bread?
So why did you decide to go the path you did with life? Well, what were you when you were a child? Where were you born?
I was born in the Shattered Peninsula. You know, sort of. Dad was a sailor. Never really knew my mom. I just sort of
Fell into
adapted to a life of piracy.
No,
And when the offer arrived, when the options came around, it was advantageous to
worship a god of war.
worship the god of war.
I mean,
Made some new friends, made some enemies, killed those enemies, and found myself in much more lucrative business deals.
alright, and all that went away in one night. How tragic.
Well,
We all make
this is
choices.
the way of the world.
Yes, we all make choices, and then the results of those choices come to us in time.
Indeed.
Is what the fucking other guy,
Azuri.
is he also?
He's on the other side of the hold with like crate, like there are some crates like stacked across between the two of them.
I'm gonna go give him some bread as well, and water.
Yeah, what do you want?
Just here. You're not injured. That's good to know.
Yeah,
No,
whatever that cunt Jax wanted. Didn't want anything to do with me.
Yeah, fair. Do you want some bread, water?
I'll take it.
I'm gonna feed him bread as well. Just.
No, thank you.
No worries. See you soon, I guess.
As you finish feeding them, you hear the call from above decks of Amy's voice going, "Land ho!"
I guess we're almost there.
What you see is almost, it does sort of look like a mountain rising out of the water. Or one side is like sloped up, and the other face quite sheer. But you do see that where that face is sheer, it also dips into what seems to be a harbour. And you sort of near it and get closer. This tall sort of mountain shape sticking out of the water reveals a sort of a harbour carved out of this sheer cliff face. Well, not carved, broken out by some earthquake or shift in fateful energies. And in this harbour, you can see a nice beach. To one side, a wrecked ship washed ashore, and about 6 or 7 different wooden structures up the cliff face.
As we approach,
Yes.
I would like to remove my rings, stow my jacket, and bleach my hair.
All right.
Bless you.
Cool.
About as we're sort of approaching the harbour, Catrice is going to ritual cast augury
Nice.
to get a.
What's your best perception, Catrice?
It is a 14.
Mine's 16. I thought.
No, it doesn't matter. Don't worry.
Right. So I'm going to ritual
bad.
cast as we
Augury?
as we go into the harbour.
So how does augury work again?
So
It gives you omens. I know
it
that.
pretty much gives you an omen.
Gives you
So you
Vibes.
receive an omen from an otherworldly entity,
Oh.
god, well, hopefully,
Could be
anyway,
anything.
Oh.
about the results of a specific course of action
Okay.
that we'll plan to take within the next 30 minutes. The DM chooses from the following possible omens wheel and woe, or nothing. The spell isn't taken into account any possible circumstances that might change the outcome, such as casting of additional spells or loss of gain of a companion.
Yep.
The spell is cast 2 or more times before completing the next long rest. There is a cumulative 25% chance of each casting after the first get a random reading. But this one's a guaranteed. So,
What is the question you're asking?
the general thing is, are we going to be safe on the mark? Is the party going to be safe on the mark?
Within the next.
That's sort of as we arrive in the 30 minutes we're there.
Well, the first thing is, yeah.
First 30 minutes, yeah.
I get stabbed on arrival.
You get like a kind of like a soft growl in the back of your head.
Right, so that'd be a woe. Ooh.
And you actually do hear a voice.
Yeah.
And it is just... This can go either way.
Right, so it's a mixed result.
Yep.
And you sort of just acknowledge it, and I presume we sort of get like a bit of a mixed reading on the dice.
Yep.
And whoop, put them back in my pocket. Just for the sake of flavour. You know, they're all numbered 1 to 6, but like you would know the significance of the high numbers. Yeah.
You get 2 6s.
Okay. And a 12?
Yep.
Okay. And then the 22 is just, I don't know, whatever 22 is.
You roll a whole bunch of maximums.
Hey!
I'm gonna look for a spyglass on the ship before we leave. Spare one.
How hard would that be to find?
Soz.
Roll me an investigation check.
How advanced are these poems? Are they common?
15.
With that, I'm going to say there's a 50% chance. Roll me a D100. 51 or higher, you find one.
Oh shit.
Gotta love the D100s.
Percentile.
79.
You find one.
Nice.
Nice.
You have a spyglass.
That's for later.
Right. You slowly but surely
Just
move into the harbour.
you can't hear us actually, so why don't we try?
And make your way. The ship drop anchor in the harbour. Longboats are lowered in. Rig and Azuri are loaded into the longboats, tied up. And you are then able to row ashore.
Is anyone watching us from the shoreline? Or
You see a
from
few,
neighbouring
you see a few sort of quite burly men just kind of watching you from the piers and things that reach out into the harbour. You see a few people milling about in the wrecked ship, and you can see figures up on the many of the 7 different levels that are attached to this cliff face. But you know, some have stopped to look out at the new arrival in the harbour. There's 5 ships sitting in the harbour.
Do I recognize any of these ships?
You recognise 3 of them, not including your own. So 1 you don't recognise.
Right. Okay.
But 1 is smaller as well.
Oh, okay. So
And you do know that
there are just random.
they have fleets.
Yeah.
It's not just them and their ship, they have fleets that are run by other people.
Yeah.
Right. Coming ashore, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna help guide Riksa and Azuri to where they need to go.
The marked.
What is
Branded
here?
council.
Branded council.
This is
yeah.
the Mark.
Yeah.
The pirate capital on the island known as the Cove, towards the end of the Shattered Peninsula. That is where here is. And you know that from the maps.
Yeah.
Right.
You've been able to.
Also, that shipwrecked ship that you we
Yes.
noticed at the start. Has that always been there?
Always been there, and you're guessing, that's probably where you're headed.
Fantastic.
So, what buildings are around on the shoreline? Is it just the docks? Is there like a village or a town?
Not many buildings down on the shore. There is that wrecked ship that seems a little less wrecked the closer you get to it. It has been wrecked, but then modified. You see some raised seats, some actual cells sitting below in one of the broken parts of the hull. Not much other structures on the beach except for a set of stairs that sit tight against the cliff face and go up and sort of weave their way around to the first wooden level, which is a decent deck essentially out in like very, very haphazardly, but structurally sound to your eye, set of essentially supports that keep it attached to the cliff face.
Fantastic. I suppose we just walk up there unless anyone has any exploring they want to do.
Not at the moment.
Catris would approach Dio.
Yes. Who you now notice is not wearing his usual clothes.
Yeah.
Rings and his hair is white.
Yeah.
Where are your rings?
In my pockets.
You look a bit different, Dio.
Oh, well, you know, sometimes I like to change things up a little bit. And I think I might do something else too.
Oh, that's very interesting. What a interesting talent you've got. Anyway, have you
That's so cool.
have you
Well,
ever
thank you.
have you ever been here before?
I've been past it. I haven't really explored the island too much.
And do you think we're safe on this island?
As long as we don't anger people and we do what we need to do and get the hell out of Dodge, I think we'll be fine.
Right. Okay. Sort of just wanders off a little bit. A bit. Oh God, leave me alone. A bit more confident in the way that you sort of just say you seem like you know what to do to not anger people.
Alright, where are you going?
Where did you
Do you
get the
wanna-
hair dye from?
Oh, yeah.
Who said it was hair dye?
Hey, now.
Hey man, you got your secrets, I got mine.
I'll walk away.
What do you guys want to do? Do you want to explore? Or do you want to take Rick and Azuri?
Why shouldn't we be following the Shipwright? Because he knows.
Yeah.
He's probably leading the pack because he's
The quartermaster is with you and
Yeah.
the captain. And Alon does say, it is this way. We'll lock him up in the wreck, and I'll go see if I can find some of the other members of the branded council. It is probably like mid-afternoonish now of the time like pulling into the harbour and getting off the boat. You'll probably hold court this evening at a guess. So once we've deposited these two motherfuckers, you're free to go about your own business, and you will know when it is time to return down here to this wreck.
Oh, lovely. Well, we'll leave you to it since you seem to have everything under control.
He escorts them off, and to what you're assuming is to imprison them. And you guys are free for the next sort of 3-4 hours to explore this little town.
I want to go find a shop.
Alright.
So mine.
I will also follow.
Yeah, we'll just go
Yeah, girls agree.
Shopping!
As a
Shopping!
group. So, going up these levels is it's quite haphazardly put together. These very much each level is a new expansion of the town, where it is needed. Very much sort of the bottom starts there as a tavern, known as the Pirate's Brand, alongside some other housing for some of the people, for some of the pirates that don't necessarily like sleeping on their ships, although a lot do. So there isn't much like permanent housing here. It's mostly just it's the tavern. There's the tavern, which does function as an inn, known as the Pirate's Brand. Moving up a level, there is a blacksmith, no name, but just a pirate who knows how to work metal.
Yeah.
Very much sort of only 1 or 2 buildings per deck. It's quite a small town, but very, very functional. Because obviously they don't need to house a whole lot of people. That's what they have their ships for. It's just what people need
On land.
on land.
Yeah. Can I
There
just...
is a shop, for the record, which I don't actually have a name for, but it's a shop.
The Rusty Hook.
Pirate
No.
booties and wares.
Booty and wares.
Booty and whiz. Yeah,
Booty
there you
wares. Can I just keep an eye out for any familiar faces?
You're on a perception check.
19.
You don't see any familiar faces. You no one familiar to you personally,
Yeah,
but
personally. Yeah.
you see a couple of faces first mates and things of pirate captains and things like that.
Yeah.
But no one that immediately stands out to you.
Okay.
But you're going into the shop?
Yes.
Dope.
The pirate's booty.
And Liz.
Going in, there is like a counter that, like, clusterfuck of shelves, basically, to put it nicely. And a counter along the back, set up by a kind of a grizzled-looking human man, sort of long, sort of greying beard, thick eyebrows, quite well built, very much not an ex-pirate, but a retiree who's decided to take up some jobs here. And he looks up and he says, "And how can I be helping you? My name's Paladin, by the way.
Lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Palun.
Palun.
I've got a lot of shit to sell. If you're looking for anything specific,
What shit do you sell?
well, anything that motherfuckers outside will give to me. To be perfectly honest,
Lovely languages. What do we see on the shelves?
there's a whole assortment of things. You see kind of pots of kind of exotic herbs that you can use for cooking, pots, pans, classic stuff, some daggers, even some old weapons. Alongside some rucksacks and bags.
Any crossbows?
quite a
Yeah,
few
couple
crossbows at the
of
moment.
crossbows.
Wait, do we have crossbows?
Here's two.
I have a hand and a light.
Oh, okay. I
And
don't
there's
know what
there's a
color it
little
is.
shelf behind Paladin's counter, and there are two items on that, which looks like a jug and a bag. But just quite a big mishmash of things.
Can I inquire about the bag on the shelf behind him?
Now, this here is, from what I'm assuming, a bag of holding.
Hey.
You know, put some shit in, and put some more shit in, and put some more fucking shit in, and it can store a whole lot of shit. To be
Can-
perfectly simple.
Can we
So many portable holes.
can we test
No.
this here bag of holding there, Palin? Don't want to be buying a regular old satchel.
Absolutely. He takes it off and holds it up. He says,
I want to put my quarter stuff in.
It disappears in.
It's
And I would
like yay big, right? Just
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, big.
And I want to try to grab it out again.
You reach your hand in, and for a moment you don't feel anything, and then you think about your quarter staff. Thunk. There you go.
Cool!
How
much
much
is
is
it?
that? Seems very interesting.
This here is somewhere in the range of about 300 gold pieces.
Okay.
Well, that could be worth the investment if we all pool our earnings.
Oh,
Indeed.
I'd be happy to pitch in.
what was the thing next to it? There was
Like a jug.
A jug.
An alchemy jug? Because I know there was something in the chat about an alchemy jug recently.
Yes.
It is nice to meet you. Now, this here can pour a whole lot of different shit without you having to put any shit into it.
Oh, lovely.
Kind of fucking miracle. It's just, he pulls a pint glass from under the thing and just pours himself a mug of ale.
Nice.
Fucking miracle.
Goddamn right.
You know, a lot of things. He just kind of just tips it to the
It's
end
there.
of seawater. You get that briny smell. He's
Yeah.
I haven't put any fucking thing in there, and all this shit's going out. Quite good.
Damn. Seems quite
I have drunk a lot of beer.
Oh, I'll be hard pressed
While
to.
this is happening, Katra's going to look at the weapons there. Are any of them true steel? She's going to every shop until she finds some.
Roll me a perception check.
There's a smith upstairs.
Yeah, I'll take the smith as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
Guidance. Natural 20.
Nice.
Holy fuck! None of the larger implements appear to be made of true anvil steel, but you know that it wasn't only weapons that
Yeah.
the true anvils made. And you do catch sight of a pair of rings.
I've been looking for the little the seal.
You see a pair of rings up on the like just just at your eye level, like any higher, and you would not have caught them.
I'm sort of like a little step ladder or something.
And like one is white and one is black. Like very much steel stamped on the inside of the ring with the triangle stamp lined with ivory.
And ebony.
And no, this one's like just black steel.
Okay. I will be very interested in taking those to the counter.
I will also just peer at those rings.
Roll me a perception check.
I'm holding. They're in my hands. Yeah.
Plus 215.
The black ring is not too dissimilar to one that you wear on your fingers.
Oh shit! Okay.
Just sort of wands up to the counter. Excuse me. I like the look of these ones. How much would these be?
I charge you maybe 5 gold each.
Oh, that sounds good to me. You put 10 gold on the counter.
Alright, he takes those coins.
So I've got
Rings are yours.
a dark steel and a ivory ring.
Yep.
I'm gonna look around and see if he has any silver powder.
Interesting.
I don't have any, he like... Now, Tieflin, sorry I didn't catch your name.
Dirge, yeah.
What are you looking for?
Silver powder, anything of fine grade.
I don't have any of that on hand, but, fuck, I got something somewhere, and he's like, that a set of cutlery? That's made of silver if you can grind that down into a dust.
That would actually work, yeah. No, I mean, how much for the cutlery?
Fuck it, I'm not using it. 5 gold pieces for the lot.
Sounds
It's
like
a lot,
a
it's
deal.
quite a bit of silver.
I'll grab. Wait, so it has to be 25 gold's worth of silver for the thing I'm trying to do.
Roll me an intelligence check with advantage.
Ooh. Are we planning?
17.
Oh, sorry.
17?
Yeah.
It's maybe, like, it's probably about 10 gold's worth of silver.
It's profit.
Yeah, I'll buy it.
So,
Are we planning on doing anything with those holy symbols that we took,
We
quote
still have
unquote?
Oh, the Riksa ones.
Are we gonna
One of
sell them?
Seems a bit dodgy to sell to
Yeah.
to sell to these people.
We can sell them to a fine art dealer
Yeah,
because
Yeah.
they are art
We can
pieces.
You
keep
find-
them,
No, they'll
keep
get
them
us
for
a bit
later.
Okay.
The
No,
museum will sell
Okay, I was just
them.
about to say because this guy seems like he just doesn't give a shit what he sells and buys.
he's a pirate for these guys.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, he'll be just like, I paid $2 for him for 3.
Yeah.
Sorry, no, him for 1. Sorry. Paid
Oh,
3
yeah.
of them for 2.
Are we
can I help
pulling
you
for a
with
bag of
anything
holding?
else?
I have some items I require. One
And it
bottle,
is,
one bottle of fine ink, 2 small bags, 1 large sack, a meat hook, and 100 feet of rope.
Say that again.
Okay. Out of character, some fine ink, 1 bottle.
You'd be hard pressed to find that here.
Okay. Any sort of ink?
Yeah, like cheap shitty ink, but
Alright.
nothing particularly fine.
Shitty ink will probably do. 2 small like cloth bags,
Yeah, you can find those.
like this big.
Yeah.
Cool. A large sack.
Yep.
Yeah. A meat hook. or a fishing hook used for catching sharks. Let's say. Anything like that.
Just remember, you've got a forge cleric
Cool.
here. I can
Oh,
make
yeah.
anything.
And 100 feet of rope.
You probably
Probably find a lot of rope.
rope's quite popular.
Oh, true.
You
Yeah.
can probably only find maybe 50 feet.
Okay.
That'll do.
Wait, silver's a bit there.
How much
Yes.
for all of them?
Yeah, okay.
20 gold.
Done.
Okay. He's like,
Takes the gold.
takes the gold.
Are we still going to buy the bag of holding?
I think it'd be a
Seems like
nice
a good
investment.
Oh,
Would
and
be great for
We
us.
could put those art pieces somewhere, yeah.
Yeah.
you were looking for a crossbow, weren't you?
Yeah, something I can wield in one hand.
Oh, he has a hand crossbows on.
Have this.
That was was that his?
Well, thank you.
It was Riggs.
That
It
was
was
Riggs.
rigs, yeah.
Yeah, because I
Was it special?
no.
Was it just
No, it was just a hand crossbow.
Okay, good.
But they're still
good.
worth
No, light
150 gold.
crossbow.
I'm
Light
sure.
crossbow?
Both.
companion light.
He got-
I think he found the light.
He got the light
There was like a
in the hole.
skeleton.
That's
And
right.
he found the hand on rig.
On rig, yeah.
Hand
Okay,
on-
well I want the hand crossbow
Yeah.
because yeah.
And I'm looking to sell this light crossbow. Perhaps in trade for something like a crowbar. As well as some
give
money
you a
on top of it.
crowbar and
I mean,
yeah, I'll trade it for crowbar.
Crowbar and 10 gold.
do y'all need a crow?
Yes.
Yes.
I'll just share mine.
I didn't know you had one.
Crowbar
Yeah, you do.
and 5 gold.
Make it 10 gold and no crowbar.
Crowbar, 5 gold.
We could always use a second.
Very well.
Hand you your 5 gold.
And a crowbar.
And a crowbar.
And a crowbar, obviously.
Wait.
Ooh, hang on. Do I have any weird proficiencies that I don't have the tools for? That'd be interesting. Also, did I add that to...
Are we buying a bag of holding?
No, like musical instruments or something like
Alright.
that. I don't know.
Just other random shit. Yeah.
You still looking to buy that bag of holding?
I think so.
That would be handy for
Yeah.
us if we're going on a journey.
How much did you say it was going to be?
300 gold.
300 gold. Well, how much is that between us?
50.
50 gold each.
66 of us.
50
yes.
gold each. Cacophony, where are you at?
I'm here.
Y'all want a bag of holding?
I don't see why not.
Cool.
Cool.
Right, got 50 bucks?
Yeah, fuck it. Just take it out of the loot he would get from the
Yeah.
session.
Okay. So, we are buying this
Bag of
Minus
holding.
50.
bag of holding.
Bag
Ah.
of holding.
Oh, yes.
We are a real D&D party
Yay!
Who's taking the bag of holding? Who's keeping track of that
Probably him.
bullshit?
Oh.
Oh, her.
I'm happy to.
One of those two.
I'm
One
happy
of those-
I'm happy to look after the bag of holding.
Smart.
Who was looking at the bag?
Not gonna lie,
Probably.
she did it for the last campaign and kept pretty decent track of it.
Okay.
Okay,
I
I'll
got
give
that.
it.
To be
Yeah.
fair,
I can do a spreadsheet. I will usually have my laptop because I use my phone for recording,
okay.
so it might
To be
a bit
fair, I do find it funny
Yeah,
having
fair.
the little like the little tricksy halfing like, oh bag holding, oh
Yeah.
bag holding. It's like, oh a piece of candy,
A piece of candy.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Eventually filling it and be like, there it is.
How big is the opening of the bag of holding?
It can sort of stretch, can't it?
Okay, that's fine.
You could probably fit your head inside, but it'd be a struggle to get your shoulders in.
Can I find a deck of cards in here?
Yeah, definitely.
Can I buy a deck of cards?
Couple of silver.
Does he have a herbalism
Couple
kit?
silver.
Yeah, I think there's one on like one of the back shelves.
Is it up high? I don't think I can reach up high.
It should be on one of the lower shelves.
Okay, I'm gonna go look for the herbalism kit.
I have no idea how much a herbalism kit is worth.
It's in the player's handbook. Let's have a
Aren't
look.
aren't all the kits worth like a set amount of gold? Because they're all sort of relatively
No,
like
some of them-
25
No, some of them are
gold?
worth more than others.
Oh,
And
okay.
the ones that generally involve like metal implements, like these, still like 50. But like I
where
think a
is-
herbalist kit is 25.
Let's have a look. Seriously, I'm not the powerful Matt Nurse who flicks everything instantly. Where
He
is it?
probably has that book.
Magic items is like
Mostly mine.
third of the way in.
143 is the equipment.
Halfway.
Does he have an alchemist? Any alchemist supplies?
Uh,
Here we
not
are.
specifically.
What am I looking for, sorry?
It's like a kit.
Herbalism kit.
Herbalism. That
You
is
can
tools.
probably
Tools.
piece one
Yeah.
together from like the things you can see in his store. How much are they worth normally?
Oh my god, I can't find the kits.
Was it on D&D Beyond?
I'm sure, but
It
I
is, but
I
I
like
can't
using. I
use
like
it.
using.
Google it.
50.
Herbalism
zero.
kit.
You
It's
probably
five-
could piece one together for about.
Herbalism kit's
70.
5 gold per gold
What?
pieces. Herbalism kit's 5 gold.
Oh, herbalism kit's 5 gold.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, no. Yeah,
Cheap
cool.
chips.
Yes, you can find a couple of those.
Because it's just clippers and mortal and pestle and pouches and vials used by herbalists, yeah.
Adventuring gear. Oh yeah, the kits are on a different list.
It's a tool.
Yeah, it's on the tools, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Here we are. What are we looking for? Alchemists.
Herbalism.
Herbalism is.
Oh, there it is. Yes, yeah, there it is. 5 gold for herbalism kit. And
Oh,
what was the
dope.
other one looking for?
Alchemist,
Alchemist,
supplies
which is
is
50.
Alchemist 50. Yeah.
Piece one
Alchemist.
together 70. No, I'll leave it for now.
Why is herbalism kit a separate category? Huh?
Oh, Alchemist supplies.
Not dipping into alchemist yet?
Cool. I'm adding a
I
herbalist
want
kit
to
and I'm
refine that
moving
black
5 gold.
powder and do something with the electric liquid.
True. That'd be so cool.
Maybe not
Okay.
yet.
I have a herbalism kit now.
I can make a set of tools.
Do you reckon you could make like a battery?
Probably.
That'd be so cool.
Jax has no idea what electricity is,
Yeah.
Right.
but yes.
Besides magic, obviously.
Yeah.
Eventually I want to make something like make primer. for like explosive primer for making better
Yeah.
shots, but Jax doesn't know.
I can make potions of healing
Nice.
With
with the herbalism kit.
a lot of resources though.
It takes.
And proficiency in it, which I have.
Yeah. What resources do you need to make that?
I don't know.
Just a bunch of
How
herbs.
do I do that?
Okay, into the bag of holding will go the crystal powder.
I would also perhaps recommend the cards. And I'm just gonna hold up my
Are we
playing
away
cards.
from the pirate
Yeah.
man?
Yeah, so yeah.
We wouldn't be doing this while the pirate man.
So someone roll me a Arcana check. Someone roll for
Oh, that
cacophony.
was gross.
I'm guessing
Oh,
it's,
I'll roll for cacophony.
guessing it's like a +7.
Natural one for cacophony.
Yikes.
Sorry,
I
you go
said-
with
Wow.
And I got an 8, so the two are kind of
17 minus 1.
I got a 12.
14.
Oh fuck it, I'll roll for characters too. That's a. I think it's an 11.
Did the minus 1 guy roll the highest?
Yo.
Bags are holding weird things. And it's quite hard to get stuff out of them if you don't know
What's in
what
them?
that stuff is.
Oh.
Yeah, fair.
So what if we had a box that contained the cards and we put that box into the bag?
And then you pull the box out.
That could work. Also, there is a surefire way of emptying a bag.
Yep.
Also, are
That's
there any
probably
lead
better than-
containers?
Oh my god. We're getting to this territory already. To be fair, how much?
Can we make a lead container?
Actually,
Lead's expensive. Like,
It depends on. Yeah, I mean.
We
I
don't
mean, to
need
be fair, it
something
doesn't need
that
to be-
big.
yeah, it doesn't need to hold a
It
dirty
needs to be a
we-
deck box.
we-
Yeah,
It's a
exactly.
lead deck box.
I mean, to be fair, Caterus doesn't know much about divination yet,
Yeah.
True.
so she wouldn't know.
Cacophony would though.
Cacophony-
Yeah.
Hello, yeah.
Yeah, he's a war man. He's more like abjuration and
Yeah.
conjuration and
Abjuration and
Right.
Evocation.
and evocation.
You guys
Yeah.
have more afternoon. What do you want to do?
Smithy.
Start at the smithy?
Yep.
Oh, I'm putting on the rings. Does anything happen? Or I just
How do
have
I-
his
You
rings?
looking fly as fuck.
Do I feel any weird?
The black ring feels remarkably cold.
Alright, I'm gonna. Upon feeling that
Roll me a
Caterus.
constitution check. A saving throw.
Oh dear.
Yikes. Okay.
take 1 point of cold damage.
Oh, I just
you
upped
are
my
now dead.
constitution,
Lol.
so 10. Yikes.
It's nothing, like, it doesn't hurt or anything, but that coldness, like,
It's odd. It's a
you
not,
dwell on it for a second and you're just like,
it's not a nice feeling.
man, I'm hungry.
Man, I'm hungry.
Oh, God.
Take the ring off. Immediately cast.
You're
Oh,
not hungry anymore.
as we're walking through town, can I like just ritual cast identify as we're walking
Yeah.
through town? Yeah, so I'll cast like ritual cast identify as we're walking through town, and she's still sort of mindlessly following. She's not paying attention to anything what's happening.
It's not a magical ring.
I'm keeping an
It's
eye
not
on that
magical.
ring.
What do I know? I know. What is it? Identify.
It's not a magic item. It's a ring.
Is she doing this?
It's a black steel
subtly,
ring?
or is she just
Like the full identification?
I'll just check on identify.
Read me what identify can tell you.
Yeah, let's have a look. Choose an object you can touch out the casting of the spell. If it is a magic item or some other magic imbued object, you learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use, and how many charges it has. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. If an item is created by somebody, you learn which spell created it. If you're touching a creature, that's just not a creature. So I don't actually, yeah. So
if it was created by a
Oh,
spell,
I can-
affected
hold
by
up.
a spell.
Yeah.
actually, no. Oh, hold up. Scratch that. I need a pearl.
Oh yeah, you don't have a pearl.
I can't. Okay, hold up. Can I find a pearl in the shop? Probably not. Oh, I
a
should have-
pirate
You've already
island?
cast identify once without
Yeah.
a pearl.
I will say because it was a hammer, but I'll say I would have. Yeah.
I'll say.
With the help of the paladin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say you can probably find a pearl or two.
Okay. I'll sort of go. Oh, hold on. I run back inside the shop. Excuse me. The weird request. Do you have a pearl by any chance?
Not purely, and he grabs a couple of rings. It's 2 rings with pearls on them.
Okay.
God, where are my rings?
20 gold each.
Looking at the roll, I need a pearl with 100 gold. How much?
Oh, you need a pearl worth 100
yeah, I
gold.
didn't realise.
It's
I
got a
saw,
worth, yeah.
I saw the owl feather. I'm like, oh wait, there's a pearl as well as an owl feather. I probably
pearls would not be worth more than
No,
that.
okay. I don't think that'd make enough, Sadi, but thank you for your help when she runs back
What's the sell
outside.
value of a just normal potion of healing?
50?
50. Yeah.
Well, she'll ponder a lot about the ring then. The white ring, on the other hand.
White ring.
It's a
Nice.
very
Well,
lovely ring.
Really lovely ring.
Well, then instead I'll cast a tick magic instead.
Not a magical ring.
And then neither are magical? Okay, neither are magical.
I'm going to use my divine sense as we're walking through and seeing her fiddle around with rings.
Yeah, she's been a bit...
I mean, I'm not going to do anything,
Roll me
but
a
I'm going to...
Roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Your divine sense.
15.
What am I picking up?
That ring is very similar to the one you wear.
Okay.
There are some really bad vibes that come out of that ring.
Bad jujus.
Hella bad.
One last check. Because it's Tyranvil steel, she would...
I know what this is.
No, you don't.
I think.
I guarantee you do not know what this is.
Would like since Catrus is, sort of from the Tyranvil clan, she would know if the clan would be making sort of weird shit like this. Like, she would know that they made the ring, but likely wouldn't have made it weird.
Yeah.
Dirge will turn around.
She's just like looking very confused.
Also, now that you notice it, and like that one's been picked up.
I'm not wearing my rings.
The ring
It's in the
It's in your
pocket.
pocket though.
Yeah?
I'm gonna
goes
just
off.
stop. Like, how evil is it?
How bad the smell?
How bad is the paladin going to react?
Yeah.
If it manifests as a smell, it's a smell that makes you want to puke.
Oh yikes!
I'm gonna give me that ring. I'm just gonna grab it out of your fucking hand,
I mean,
What's going
it is
on?
weird.
and then I'm gonna hold it. And
As you, how are you all standing? How, all the group wise? Would you sort of be standing in a circle like this?
Yeah.
It's
So as the
yeah.
ring moves from Kytris
Yeah.
to Dirge, getting closer to Dio,
Yeah.
it gets colder.
I'm gonna turn to you.
God.
What's going on?
I found this ring in the shop, and it's I came in a pair like this. So that one's gave me a weird feeling when I put
This
it on.
ring is death
Can
and
I-
evil.
Hold it and get that one.
The white one.
And what happens if I put them both on at the same time?
Oh, I'm not giving you this ring.
Constitution. Oh, you're not.
I'm not giving
Oh,
you this
what?
ring.
No!
I'm
wanted
not
to try
giving
and
you
put
this
them both
fucking
on.
ring.
I wanted to see if one cancelled out the other one.
And
Well,
then
Kate's already put both on.
it was
and
there.
nothing happened.
Nothing happened. Just the bad
Yeah.
one.
Just the bad one.
Just a bit.
Take the
Fuck.
And then I'm just gonna turn to Dio. Do you know anything about this?
Would
And I'm looking at
we
your
have
pocket.
seen his rings before?
They have
You've
probably
seen my rings.
It
Yeah.
looks pretty
it's-
similar to that black ring that Dio
Can,
wears.
can I hold it back for a second?
No.
I won't put it on.
You can look at it.
I purchased it. It's mine.
You do not want to own this. I'm gonna just give you 5 gold.
Yo.
She doesn't catch the gold and goes.
Have it.
That's,
And
Keeping more
Sure.
secrets, are we?
This isn't it. Oh no.
Honestly,
does it
I
look the
don't
same as
know
the
what
one that
that
I've seen
thing
on his
is.
finger?
If
What's
you're
over it?
assuming it's evil.
I know it's evil.
Are you sure about that?
Are you getting your ring out, or are you keeping it in your pocket?
I'm keeping my rings in my pocket.
Right.
Specifically the octopus, actually. I wouldn't mind bringing out the black ring, but the octopus stays
So
in the
you
pocket.
get the black ring out?
I'll get the black ring out.
looking at them.
It's just a ring.
First
Try to
round.
put them closer.
Can I look at yours
together
for a
and
second,
see
Dio? I promise I won't put it on.
Sure, and I just pass it through mage hand.
what- Cool.
Do I see a Tyranvil stamp
Yes,
on it?
you do.
Oh my god.
She looks a bit mortified and goes, "How did you get this?"
I just snatch it back with a mage hand. It was a kind of a graduation present, actually,
From where?
from my uncle.
Who lives where?
In the ground, he's passed on.
Where did he live, silly?
Roll me a history check, Dio.
God. Oh, okay, 18.
Oh god.
Oh, is this about thing burials?
No, this is about stuff I've decided.
Oh! Oh, no! Oh, God!
Hold on, I'm gonna write this shit down.
It's time. Do
It's
it.
so
Do
time.
it. It's time.
You remember at one point?
Oh, God.
Let me actually open the document. I have this written down.
Ooh,
Thank God.
Yeah, you do.
This is how prepared I am for this moment.
Oh, God. Why did it have to be now?
Is it identical to Dio's? Or very similar?
Slightly different,
But very similar.
very similar. Because Dio's not wrong. He got given this ring.
Mm-hmm.
However, oh wait, I haven't written that one yet. I'll get to that.
Oh God, I don't know this. I don't know this.
I don't know this either.
You do remember one time when you were leaping over a railing on your ship, down from sort of up by the wheel down to the main decks to help someone with something.
Okay.
A fairly significant event, insignificant event. You were carrying some passengers.
Yes.
You leaped over, and that ring got caught on a nail as you jumped over, and like it didn't. Thankfully, it didn't deglove your finger. This can happen.
Yes.
Instead, the ring broke, and one of your guests offered to repair it as part of passage for their
Oh boy.
group.
I need to knot this down before I get on with the.
This is Dio's knowledge to start with, so let's plan on. It's happening already.
Loki suitable.
Yeah.
Did this guest, do I happen to remember what this guest looked like? Or like the general gist? Were they a dwarf? Were they human? Were they cloaked? Were they?
I can't remember what I decided.
Oh dear.
Were they?
D-
Was it a
yeah,
human?
it was a dwarf.
Dwarf?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
my boy.
Roll me another history check.
Oh God.
This one has a high DC.
Nah. 10.
Oh, you really remember this man that offered to repair your ring?
Um,
You don't remember his face, and you just remember he was a dwarf.
Just a passenger.
Yeah.
This was
Like.
3-4 years ago.
Oh wow. Okay. So not that long.
Oh, well. How long have you been sailing?
Like since I was a teenager, essentially. Like I started
It was
very young.
only recently after your final promotion,
Oh, okay. Right.
but you were captain.
Oh, there's a gap between there. There's a very large gap between.
Oh, okay. Well,
Like
yeah,
about
it was-
5-year gap.
It was after the last promotion you would have needed to get there,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
but long before all of this.
Yes. Okay. Cool.
I don't have the exact timeline for your backstory in my head, but probably
No.
5 or 6
Back
years ago.
into the world. Dio, where did your uncle live? Where was he from?
He was just from around the peninsula. Ain't nothing too strange about it.
Okay, I want
I mean, he was a man of travel. He
because
might have.
travel steel is purchased from Lemarne and then shipped elsewhere. Or
Can
was
be
it?
purchased from Lemarne, or can be made on the road by
Yeah, right. Travelers. Yeah,
the true anvils.
yeah. I mean, travels can make it. Yeah.
I would have the ring back by
Yeah.
now.
That
As they do, as those two rings get closer,
As
once
they're
they
in
get
front
close
of-
enough, they both get cold, and you do actually watch as some of the water, like the moisture in the air, like condenses onto them.
Let's keep these apart.
For now, yeah. I have never seen that happen
Should
before.
we put that one in the bag of holding?
I don't think we should put either in the bag of holding.
Well, I need this one to cast my spells, so I'm
Right.
just gonna keep it handy.
Nothing happens when you put that ring on.
Nothing weird. I
Does
mean,
it
it's
feel
just like
cold to-
That one made me feel.
No.
Sure. That one made me feel really hungry of all things,
hungry.
and
I-
it was a bit cold. It was cold too.
Don't think I've ever felt any weird feelings while wearing my ring. I mean, I just channel my natural magic through it, but that's really all it is to me. Just an arcane focus.
Alright, well, it's incredibly evil, so if you wanted to know that.
Wow.
That is-
Can't say I'm too surprised.
Is there anything significant about dark steel, or is it just a metal that's been used?
Roll me a history.
Yeah, I would
Can I
definitely
get my
say.
stone cutting weird shit bonus, or just
No.
guidance?
Let's
I'm
go
trying
both
to
on the
think how-
evil ring.
Yeah,
Evil ring.
I'd definitely say keep that one in check.
I'll keep it
Because
far away, don't worry.
maybe it's just the cook.
No
Or
natural 20.
Damn it. The DC was 20. There's not much history about this black steel.
Dark steel. Yeah.
No one has a name for it. It's not known as dark steel or anything
Yeah,
like that. Like,
so-
no one's really... It's not common enough to have been named.
Yeah.
only really started cropping up just from what you remember of the histories of sort of different types of steel and things like that.
Yeah.
The vague mentions of it only started cropping up after the tipping of the scales.
Okay. So it's pretty recent in terms of
900 years ago-ish.
Right, yeah.
Oh, maybe, I can't remember, but something
It's
like that.
about 1100.
No, 900 I think is the more correct.
I want to go back to the shop
Yep. What do
and
you want to do in the shop?
just push the door open and walk up. Where did you get the black ring?
Fuck if I... Fuck if I know. I just get given shit by all these damn pirates.
Who gave it to you?
They've stolen. Fucking how would I remember?
When did you get here?
Trundling behind you.
She just pops out of nowhere.
Oh, fuck
Pretty
if
much.
I know. I'm being honest with you.
Do I believe him?
Roll me an insight check.
Does he keep an inventory?
7.
He's not lying.
He's just a drunk man who
You
gets
did
things and
something.
sells things.
Do you not remember when you got it?
Stock comes in, stock goes out. I really do not remember.
Never mind.
Never mind.
I leave.
But the steel and ivory. Was
That
it
ring's
ivory?
cool. No,
This ring's all good. Nothing
It's
magical.
that was
nothing
fine.
magical,
It's just
no
a
violence.
nice ring,
It's
nice
just
ring.
a ring.
Yep, that goes on her right ring finger. Sure.
The shopkeeper is a moron who doesn't keep good records. He doesn't know where it came from.
Did you think he
What
had
the hell
any-
did you expect? It was
Yeah,
a
he
pirate.
did.
God damn.
He didn't seem very much worried about it.
Probably take away like a, I don't know, a spoon and he wouldn't even give a shit.
Well, I do
Hey,
actually have a
did
spoon
you
of his,
steal a
yes.
spoon from
Yeah,
the
but you
shop?
paid
Yeah,
for that.
specifically like
No, I had the fork, though.
1,040 years ago.
1,040.
And
I genuinely
Because I
picked
haven't
up a
ex- I
fork
never
in my
actually-
own Vision Zero.
I never specified. I presume the travel
Not even
plan's been
lying.
going for generations and generations.
Yeah.
Yeah, so before.
So you
that.
have like 600
Is
customers.
that from the
Oh, probably.
shop?
Oh, probably. Yeah.
Like 1,000
But it
customers.
would have been before.
That's
The
from the place to
plan
house
would have been
things.
founded before that.
Yeah, I see that.
I would imagine before.
Yeah, it seems like one of those ancient clans. It's cool.
It's
What
one
are you
of
showing?
them clans.
Fork from the place of lost things.
Alright, yeah.
Is it a special fork?
It's just a fork.
It has 3 times. No, it has 5 times.
5
there you go.
times. So it's a fike.
It's a fike. Yes.
I'm going to head up to the blacksmith.
Right.
Curious.
He's, you know, quite kind
Put
of
it back in my
This is all-
pocket.
I'm gonna look
hammering on steel. He looks up and he says, what can I be helping you with?
Just browsing your wares to pass the time.
I got swords, shields, armor. I can fucking make anything you want either.
What type of armors do you have available?
What are you looking for?
Heavy, medium armors?
Ah,
Stop
you
blades
know,
from training?
I've made a couple, but they're not very popular.
With pirates? No, I can't imagine.
It's like they sink or something.
Heavy.
Oh, actually. Oh no, that's probably too expensive. Never mind.
Mariners armor.
Yeah, Mariners. Yeah.
I think I might have some
Needs to be enchanted, doesn't it?
scale
That's
mail.
enchanted, yeah.
Yeah.
And he goes out, goes into like the little shack almost that's built with like in front of the handle, and comes back up with a set of scale mail. This'll I can never remember those prices. He goes back in and you hear him flicking through a book.
What is scale is that for?
You know, that'll set you back.
Scale mail is 50 gold.
That'll set you back like 50 gold.
There's still disadvantage on stealth, right?
Yep, 14 plus dex, maximum of 2, disadvantage on stealth.
Or I've got some plate as well.
God damn. Plate?
I,
That shit's
I
expensive.
assume that's gonna be rather pricey.
That'll yeah, it's 1,500.
Nice.
That's a lot of
Long-term goals.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll have
Paladin
to
with plate.
pass on that.
Yikes.
Or cleric with plate.
But,
Make a piece of plate armor. Just
Yeah,
slowly
surely.
assemble it.
Sage advice, Jeremy Crawford's is no.
Oh, really?
Wow.
You can't make it, like, the literal question is, can I make 100 gold worth of plate armor at a time? Theoretically, you can make the gauntlets, but, like...
Yeah, you'd eventually get to a point where one piece was worth more than 100 gold.
Yeah, and so, yeah, I mean,
You can make, like, scale mail piece by piece. Well, that's only 50 gold, so you can make that anyway.
Sage advice is no.
Does he have any like leather sort of, or even in the shop
Yeah,
before,
I'd do some leather work.
just some like leather braces?
Yeah?
Can I buy some?
Yeah, I mean... gold.
Pleasure doing business with you.
You know.
I just put them on.
Looking at any of the weapons. Oh, I should
Does
first
he
of all
have
ask.
any armor in my size?
I mean, we got some gnomes and stuff kicking around in these crews, so I gotta make some small stuff every so often. What you looking for?
Something light.
He like, I got this, and he'll just leather armor.
I've got leather already.
Studded
Does it have some studs in it?
I can do that work for you.
Oh, I don't think
Doesn't
we're
take
going to
me
be
too
hanging
long
around
to-
for very long.
Doesn't take me too long to stud some armor. I've got spare studs I've made. For the extra work, I can probably be like 50 gold overall. You know, for the sped up labor.
How long would it take?
I'll probably have it done by tomorrow morning.
How long are we going to be here?
Probably.
I think we'll be here
Till
for
tomorrow
another
morning.
night.
Unless something goes unbelievably wrong, which it might.
Yeah.
Never
You
know.
might want to do a down payment and then pay the rest once his work is
He's
finished.
like, I'll just go check those prices, and like you hear it, and you hear like a kind of something fall over there.
If I take 1 gold out
Oh.
of anything.
Oh, never mind. I've got some studded leather right here. 50 gold though.
That's fine. I'm going to hand him a platinum and 40 gold.
Chink!
Thank you.
Trying to get rid of my big change.
Excuse me, Mr. Did we get his name?
No.
No.
No. What's his name?
Mr. Blacksmith.
Yeah.
You.
What's his name?
Yeah, well. Ding!
Udrak.
Udrak.
Mr. Udrak, do you craft your. Is everything you here craft? Do you craft all your wares?
Yeah, it's all my work.
Oh, okay. I'm
Does
just.
this shop have a name or not?
Yeah.
It's the blacksmith.
Yeah, I specifically did
The
not have a name.
blacksmith.
Udrak's
It's Will Smith.
Hey!
Udrak's blacksmith.
Udrak's blacksmith. That's going to be the shop's name now.
I do need to have I need to do have a William the blacksmith though.
Yeah, you do.
Will Smith,
William.
because he's a blacksmith.
Oh my god.
Is that all I can be helping you with?
Yes, I don't think we have any other.
Human, you look like you want something.
I do, but nothing that you have.
Shady.
What do you want? I can make shit. I'm not incapable.
Can I, like, trade in my current leather armor to...
Take. How much is leather armor worth? For 5?
Probably.
Get the fuck out. Sorry. That's all good.
How much is AC worth?
Oh,
That's a good
it's worth-
question.
It increases.
It's worth 10.
Yeah, it's exponential. I know that.
It says 10 on here.
No, not. Yeah.
Not 5 off.
Not 5 off.
Cool.
I require some form of spring. Ideally, the stronger the better. It needs to be exactly these dimensions. And I had one piece of paper with a bunch of little sketches
Oh
and
my
numbers.
gosh.
Yeah, not fuck that.
We have
Can I
we
look
have
at
a
that?
metal person for
I
that.
can have a look.
She's made of me.
I had some other plans for something I would get you to work
Oh,
on.
okay.
Other than that, I have this.
How long are the braces, by the way?
And you see,
So
a
they're obviously
metal
they're
cube.
No.
They don't want it
But you know,
larger
like,
at the
a
other.
little spike
Very,
goes out
very
over
specific
here.
dimensions.
Okay.
Sort of just.
And some little like
elbow length.
clamps
Like,
on
it's
the
like
Can I
sort of just
slip
four
a
on.
dagger
Basically, it's
in
a
there?
scope without the glass.
Yeah, you can slip a dagger in
I'm
there.
gonna slip a dagger in
I
both
can
of them,
certainly
so
try,
they're hidden.
But
Yeah.
I'll have to have a bit of time
Sweet.
later. I can't.
Well, is there anything else I can help you with?
For now, some screws, ideally of 1/32 of an inch. If you can do that.
Look at my hands. Holds up big stubby orc fingers. You think I can do that?
Perhaps someone sold you some, but never mind.
Does the shop have any screws?
And here I thought we had made it to civilization.
I don't really know what we
I
call a
mean,
pirate cove
technically
civilization.
speaking, it is civil, in a way.
More than the ocean.
Definitely.
I'm just happy to be on the side of the town again.
I bet you are.
Well, should we go find out if any progress has been made with the,
Okay,
You hear a
DM.
horn
That
sound
sounds like-
from below.
Sounds like
Echoing like, because this harbour's kind of in like a sort of, not enclosed circle, but very much a sort of circular sort of harbour. And the sound just reverberates off the wall and just sort of almost just seems to get louder. And, yeah, it's kind of obvious what that is. It's coming from below.
Cool. Let's
we
go.
Yeah, I
Find
think it'd
out
be a
what
good
happened.
idea.
the trial?
Maybe we're gonna witness the trial. Actually, what do I know the
Proceedings.
proceedings?
You would, yeah.
You know the proceedings. You've probably sat in on some of these before.
Is this like a public affair?
You do note that a lot of the like pirates in the town are like starting to sort of head down the stairs to the bottom of the cliff face as well.
Let's go.
Oh god, where's that fuckery?
Kia de Paret.
It's gonna go.
Yeah.
I don't know how to speak French.
It's
Is it French?
Yeah.
Kia.
So Mr. Jagoose.
heart of the pirate.
Mr. Jagoose had it as his wallpaper on his computer. Remember Mr. Jagoose had a picture of the Child of Light wallpaper?
He did, didn't he?
I know it's a French company made it, right?
Yeah.
But not
If anyone has
Ubisoft.
any stuff that they want to put in the bag of holding, I can note that down.
I'll just give you my coat because I don't think I've just been holding my coat between my satchel
I'm
and my
gonna
bag.
give you the like spine devil spine.
Alright.
That's pretty handy.
Yeah.
And
All my
We're
other
putting
stuff
all
just
the,
fit in my satchel.
put
All
the
the
out-
I
idols.
think
Yeah,
yeah.
I have on me the bag.
Alright.
I'll put the letter.
Also, I
to
do
Captain
prefer
Lemarne.
if y'all don't use
So
my
mark-
name.
So you've got it all marked up.
Just for now.
Right, so we're just not gonna pretend like we don't know you?
Call me Diego.
Is that the best name you could have come up with?
Yeah,
Okay, Diego.
Diego.
Let's roll with it.
It's also a JoJo's reference, but you guys wouldn't know.
Your cousin Dora.
Yes. That I didn't know.
Yeah.
I did not know.
Whoa.
Alright.
Wait, you didn't know that?
Yeah, you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I forgot about it.
Oh, right.
I knew about
You
it as a
get down.
character. Yeah,
Right.
just forgot about
And you
it.
know that only
Diego, go.
Yeah.
4 of these 22 seats built into this new shipwreck, only 4 of the seats are filled.
I'd like to spot them.
Alright.
Who's sitting in these chairs?
Roll me 4 d20s. Any duplicate rolls, re-roll.
Oh,
How about we all roll one? I'll
Yeah, everyone roll me. 4
Okay.
people roll me.
I'll roll
well, I've
one.
rolled a 13.
Okay.
5.
6.
19.
Right. So hang on.
Jesse,
I'm
don't-
gonna. I'm
Jesse,
gonna
no,
have to-
don't do it.
Don't do it.
No, Jesse.
No, it's just
You're
fun.
too sneak.
Jessica.
I'm
Just
sick.
gonna leap onto the table.
It's Jessica.
It was just a cat and Sam Meow. Or Meowl. Hold on, just put it on the ground.
Samuel.
The outside table.
Aww.
There we go.
All right.
Just take the long route around.
Yeah.
We have.
I'm
I
assuming
don't.
you're-
I don't have their names to be fair. But so, what'd you roll?
13.
13. Cool. Cool.
His name's
What is this
Captain
place?
Cool.
What is this
Cool.
place?
The cool.
You don't
the
necessarily
red.
know their names, but
Oh,
you
the
recognise them by the titles.
Right.
The Kept. Coaches, what'd you roll?
6.
6. The Tragic.
Oh.
Oh god. Tragedy!
It's not.
Aw.
What'd you roll?
5.
Jax.
The Gracious.
Ooh.
And what did you roll?
19.
Alright, hang on. The Gracious. And 19. 1, 2. Oh, to be fair, technically I should have
Nice.
put them down 1
Yeah.
because Rig is number 1.
Oh, is he actually number one?
Well, just because he was the first one I had made.
Oh, right, of course,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
That's
Oh,
fine.
doesn't matter.
As long as 19. Sweet.
Who's the title?
The Zealot.
Ooh. Do I know what zealot he is about? Is he about Icarel or Tanavos? Because I'm assuming Tanavos.
Tanavos,
Yeah.
and he's just a very angry man.
A very
He's a barbarian, you could say.
Exudes angriness.
Yes. He would like to rage.
Definitely would like to rage.
Always.
Yes, those four are the ones seated in their seats, and you do note that Rig and Azuri are on their knees, facing these four people.
Who else is here? Watching.
Whole bunch of pirates. Some have crowded the other half of the shipwreck. Some are just like milling about on the beach. The Alon and Cello, the bosun from the Lost Horn, are standing on either side of Rig and Azuri, and they're looking around. They see you and they beckon you all over.
Oh,
Cool.
What's the general mood of the crowd?
Restless.
Wep-
Angry.
weapons are in very much.
Weapons are very much in the open.
Cool.
Yeah.
No swords are drawn yet, I don't think, but very much at the hip. You know, you see some guys who are clutching crossbows
I got
that
my
need to be
crossbow.
pulled back, etc., etc.
Anyone watching us?
Roll your perception check.
I'm keeping
22.
my frickin' eyes out.
Lots of eyes on you because they don't know you.
Yeah.
You're strangers.
They're not pirates.
Claiming that these two people that have been members of this community for many, many, many years are not who they say they are.
Gonna keep my hand near my gun, just in case.
Right. One of the captains stands up, the tragic, as you recognise him, a sort of dark-skinned, but in like a brown way, not a drow way, elf.
Yeah.
Stands up, you know, sort of sweeps his sort of greying hair back, like part of it like kind of hangs over one eye. He's awesome.
Who's this?
I don't have a
tragic.
name. This is the tragic. He's very like quite slight in like very light armor.
Yes.
Like daggers, like 8 daggers down the front.
Oh god.
Like a rapier at his hip.
Is he very Shakespearean?
Very Shakespearean.
Very Shakespearean.
Description, very Shakespearean.
He exudes.
Shakespeare, the renowned gnomish poet.
Yes.
I thought he liked to throw pointed sticks at people.
Oh, Shakespeare. Huh.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what I heard. I mean, it's in the
Now-
name. Shakespeare. Oh,
We call you to trial. Rig Lemarne and Azuri, the Shipwright.
Sorry.
I don't have a last name. I'm sorry.
Not everyone needs one.
To
no.
be fair,
Azure.
especially for Genasi. That would
Yeah. You can just call them water.
From what I have heard, you stand accused of false worship of both the Sea Mother and the Father of Storms. Icarel and Tanavos. What say you to these charges? Regulars respond. They lie. Very much so. Say that they don't know anything about it. Rig's like, we took these people on in good faith, and they decided they wanted my ship, and so accuse me of things that I have not done. And Azuri agrees with them.
Can we? Would I know the proceedings enough, or at least how this thing works to have like an open debate?
It is sort of like there's no real order. There's no gavel.
Yeah.
It's just people can sort of say, like, you hear some like kind of jeers and stuff from the crowd. Some directed at you, some directed at Rig.
Do we notice if any of their crew are in attendance?
Yeah.
Most of them
You
are.
recognize them, but yeah.
This man is lying. That is his pet.
And what grounds, human, do you have on this accusation?
He admitted to it, both of them did, before the entire crew of the Lost Horn and ourselves. Ask any of the 30 or so men, and they will
Under
corroborate us.
duress?
No.
You are
No.
strangers to our community. Why would we have reason to believe you?
Don't believe us. Yes, do believe us, but also believe the 30 crew members who heard. They were not under duress. They were merely standing there, and announced to the crew that under a spell which forced them to be truthful, that they had done these things. We held no weapons to their throats. We tied them up once they had admitted their guilt.
Alon, the standing captain, speaks up and he says, what they say is true. I was present and I heard these words come from Rig's mouth. He worships the god Riksa, one of the 4 demon lords. You just kind of see Rig roll his eyes. And some murmurs move through the crowd.
Get stuffed, asshole.
And Rig, and the tragic just says, and what would you be gaining from this alarm? The promotion? And there's just like this sort of like silence just kind of falls over, and Alon just kind of scratches the back of his neck. Because like, he would.
Yeah, fair.
He has grounds to make false accusations here.
Catrus nudges up to Jax. Is it worth me trying to cast the spell again in front of these people?
So long as you tell them beforehand, otherwise you get yourself stabbed.
Just attempting to raise a hand amongst the crowd. Jumps up
Play D20s.
Cast the light spell.
Actually,
just
no,
like,
good idea. I cast the light cantrip on my hand, on the ivory ring. Woo!
Yeah, dwarf?
Hello. I was the dwarf who cast the Zone of Truth spell when we had this happen. I'm able to cast it again if we need to heal it.
We can all stand.
Come forward.
Let's all of us stand into the circle for honesty's sake.
Alright, now, Rig and Azuri, I expect you to allow this magic into yourself so you can tell me and your family the truth.
And I cast Zone of Truth around, standing behind them, just to cast the truth.
What's the DC?
14 charisma.
Rig succeeds.
Okay.
And you know this.
Yep.
And Azuri also succeeds.
What? Are you kidding?
cast it again.
Well,
Didn't the captain... Wasn't the captain able to persuade them into...
Well, probably not.
No. They're rebels.
I can tell
Sure.
by casting the spell that they have resisted its power. I'm able to cast it again and attempt again.
Is what she say true? Rig and Azuri?
Fuck. Oh,
Your word versus theirs.
No.
Any of your fellow comrades who would know the spell would understand how it works. People who
The
cast
tragic
it.
like, goes to one side, he scans the crowd for a second, he says, come here. And you see a cleric.
Yeah.
Decked out in very much a Corel insignia.
Yeah.
Ooh.
This is my Shipwright. Tiefling.
Yeah.
I won't give him a name, I can't be bothered. So what she says true. Cast it again.
Alright,
Well, get your
I
shot.
could, I could make
Get the
this easier
shipwright to cast
potentially,
it.
but
Then you know.
If this one fails, well, alright, you go down there, and the tiefling like comes down. Takes a moment, gets the Zone of Truth. You guys can all make your saves if you want.
I'm gonna choose.
I'm gonna make the save just in case.
I'm gonna accept it.
What's the DC?
No, I wouldn't.
This one will be like a 17.
Oh, I make it 19.
Rig succeeds.
What?
He's rolling. Putting it simply, when he failed that one, he rolled dog shit. Missouri succeeds on a natural 20.
Okay, I'm gonna charm both again. Fuck it, I'm bored.
Listen, saving throws?
Yeah.
For fuck's sake.
Spell slots.
But the cleric, before you do that, the
Oh,
cleric
yeah,
is
the
like,
cleric.
yeah.
Captain, they are not under the influence of my spell. The tragic stands up and he says, Rig and Azuri, this is your last chance. Choosing to not allow this magic in your body, it's just a sign of guilt. One more time. Casts it again. Rick succeeds.
Yikes!
As does Azuri.
Oh boy.
Wow.
These are some charismatic boys.
To me, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I would expect it.
It's
At least the
charisma saving
captain.
throws?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rick succeeds.
Azuri should have failed, surely.
Azuri fails this one.
Ah.
But
But now the shipwright knows.
Shipwright knows. Captain, the mutilated here has once again chosen not to allow the magic into his soul. And the trader says, well then,
You can make Azuri spell the truth.
Azuri, tell us some truths. And Azuri,
Hates it.
persuasion. That's a natural 20 on the persuasion check.
Hey,
There we go.
There you go.
As
I
you
dropped a dice somewhere.
doing this, I'm gonna toss down Azuri's amulet of Riksa onto the ground
Yep.
in front of him.
Azuri kind of like looks at it. He's just like, it's very much just like, you're kind of like watching his expression. He sees the amulet and he's just like, fuck, I'm done. He's found out.
Yeah.
Speaking
And he
truth.
starts speaking the
And
truth.
the amulets.
He
yeah.
explains the whole story. And the tragic like kind of sits back and thinks on it. Alright. And he discusses it amongst the other captains as well. We've come to a decision. Azuri, for your honesty, you will be stripped of any rights as a shipwright of the marked and delivered to the mainland, where you will not board another ship. Ever. If we find you, to the sea mother you go. Rig. Dear, dear Rig. I thought you were mutilated enough. Executioner. And like this isn't nice. This like kind of bulky human, actually like half elf. He's like bulky half elf. Comes out with like a blunderbuss.
Oh.
Yikes.
It looks like a blunderbuss. It's just a mini cannon.
God.
Fuck.
Just a fucking mini cannon.
Just fill it up with shrapnel.
Yeah. You watch as he like walks out to Rig, and like he like drops the like he pulls like this cannonball from his belt and like pushes it in, pulls out like this thing, like push the thing and compact it in.
It's a terrible technique.
Essentially gets down on one knee to balance the cannon on his leg, and just kind of angles it at Rig's head.
Is this like slide, not firing into the crowd, but like...
No, firing out over the harbour.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, yeah. I was going to say.
He lights a match.
Block your ears.
And that's the thing. In the explosion and the cloud of smoke, you can't exactly see what's happened. Everyone roll me perception checks.
Roll for trauma.
13.
6.
19.
22.
You two. As the cannon fires,
Did Azuri cast teleport?
you see Rig leap forward,
Yeah.
grab Azuri's amulet to Riksa,
Uh-oh.
and vanish.
Yikes.
Do I? No, I don't. Fuck, I'm a druid.
You
Fuck, I'm a druid. Yeah.
No counterspell. Wait, what?
see the smoke vaguely moving in the direction
That way.
as a form sort of drags it.
He disappeared.
They've moved that way, I think.
But the cannon shots like still echoing around.
They...
And there is no Rig body when the smoke clears.
So he wasn't tied up or anything?
Yeah, surely he was tied up.
Well, at
Well,
least...
he was, but he's like leaped.
He's
You sort of
obviously-
see him He's a nimble guy.
He's
Yeah.
His hands are free.
He's obviously cut
He's
it
leaped and like fallen on his back so he can grab it in his hand.
Right. Is Azuri still
and then
there?
vanished.
Or-
Azuri's still there.
Okay.
What
He's
And he's just kind of
does
nodding. just
cacophony
like,
have counterspell on at the moment?
well.
No,
That's
because
a
it's
third
level
spell.
3.
We're
and
not
he's-
high
yeah,
enough.
we're
We
not
need
high
to get
enough.
to 5th level.
Yeah. I was about to say that
Where
too,
did he
but-
go?
I
What
think-
happened?
The
Smoke went that way.
smoke's going that way.
I'm just gonna-
I'm just gonna. No.
I'm gonna
no,
book
I'm
it.
not gonna
I'm
fire
gonna
a shot.
divine
I'm just going to
sense.
run.
You have divine sense.
Yeah.
Divine sense it.
There's 6 of them.
You can't pinpoint.
No, it doesn't know location.
You,
no.
yeah, you
I'm
get
gonna
the line,
wild
you-
shape
I-
into a horse.
Unless he's a
and
fiend,
chase
let's
it.
say.
No,
Jump on
he's
my
within
back.
60 feet of me.
All right. You,
No.
You guys watch as Amy's small form just goes into a horse. Jax
You
jumps
get like a
on
vibe
her
stuff,
back,
but you can't
But I
touch
wonder-
it.
what's
and
the
they
range on the
gallop
vibe?
off, gallop
That'll be the
off
same
after
range,
Rick.
I would think.
I need
Okay,
a
can-
saddle for this.
I'm
Ah!
What's the range then?
You do
I'm gonna
watch.
try and make it as like smooth as possible.
I'm trying not to pull your mane out.
Your
There,
vague
that's fine.
perceptions.
Yeah.
You start hearing the clashing of
I think to
swords,
take them even specific.
Yeah.
and you actually see as sort of approximately the sort of 25 men of Rig's crew have turned on other pirates
Oh boy.
and have started killing them.
What about Alon?
Alon draws his sword, steps over to Azuri, and puts it through his back.
Oh.
Azuri's like, and this falls on his side.
How far away are we from the podium or stage or whatever? Like, how far away from the stage are we?
Oh yikes.
Oh boy, that's
You are not too far away. Well, so stage is in like where the captains are sitting, or where Rig and they were just in the sand. Rig and Azuri were just in the sand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Rig and Azuri were in the sand, but the captains were on a separate area.
Above
Yes.
us.
And there were like
Above.
guards. Yeah,
Yeah,
above-
guards and stuff up there.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I just wanted to see the light. And we're like in the crowd or like at the front of the crowd?
You probably were drawn, like pulled to ask out into the circle, so you're away from the crowd that is now fighting. But
Okay.
there's like fighting crowd on all sides.
I'm just going to quickly put my rings back on.
What do you want to do?
I'm still booking it towards the smoke.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow.
With the jacks.
We're gonna follow where the. Well, I'm gonna follow the horse now
Yep.
to see
Alright.
where the smoke is. Yeah.
I'm going to just...
Roll a perception check.
Can I look?
Do
to
I
it?
keep my own mobs
Yep.
for this?
Can I
You
just...
do for mental
stats.
yeah, for
Yeah,
mental
for your
stats, you
mental
keep
stats,
them.
yeah.
Can I just, like, draw my sword, look to the captain and say, Sirs, what should we do? There's a bit of a ruckus here.
You caught him once before. After him.
All right.
Alright, let's
And
get
I'm
it.
just going to double dash.
Non
I'm gonna Naruto
non-natural
run.
20 on
Non-natural
perception.
perception.
19.
14. You're making a perception. Yeah. You in the sand, thankfully.
Footprints.
Footprints.
Yeah.
We found some footprints. Let's follow them.
Right.
Hey, boo boo.
Hey, boo-boo.
You two, as you're running through through some of the crowd, both make me dexterity saving.
Me as well.
Yeah, you two.
I'm on the horse.
He's
I'm
on, he's on the
horseback.
horse.
She's on the horseback.
Yeah.
Well,
Then you as well.
I
All
step-
three of you make
I-
me dexterity saving.
Since I stepped forward to cast Zone would I be outside of the crowd?
Well,
We were all
you
running
run
through-
through
Oh,
the
you run
crowd.
through the crowd.
And
Yeah.
you're running after him.
Oh, actually, it's not a
Modified
bad
20.
dex save.
18.
You catch yourself and you stop for a second as a crossbow bolt goes.
I'm gonna like
You feel
telepathic-
one skim your underbelly as the horse.
I'm gonna telepathically speak to you. Get ready, and I'm gonna leap
Oh.
over.
I need a
Nice.
hero. I see the take on the dex save.
Yeah, you're good. You see that crossbow bolt whiz in front of your face. And you're like, whoa!
Gotta be fresh from the fight.
Hero.
What's gonna happen? I need. You know what?
Initiative order.
Actually, no. I'm not gonna do initiative. I'm not gonna do initiative yet.
Okay.
You guys are running.
Yeah.
I'm double dashing.
This is so you do see the footprints.
Yeah.
End of the stairs,
I'm gonna
How-
vault off the horse.
and then
stuff.
vague patches of sand up the first few before obviously
How
the
far
sand in his
away-
boots ran out,
Yeah.
so he's escaped up the stairs.
Oh, I was about to say, how far away is he up the stairs compared to...
He's still invisible.
I'm gonna.
I know, but I have area of
How long
effect
does
spells.
invisibility last?
An hour.
Yeah, or until he attacks or takes damage.
Yeah.
Was it, is it take damage?
He's just running.
Take damage
You
without
actually,
the spell. No.
however, like standing down on the beach, just kind of watching, trying to figure out where he is.
at like on the first platform, you see a pirate like go "Ah!" and just like fall over the like barrier.
I'm gonna
and
book it.
plummet a good 60,
Can I?
60 70
I'm
feet
gonna
to the
book it
ground.
Can
towards
I
where that
cast a
was.
sacred-
And as you see that, you see Rig appear
Oh,
and then keep running.
sacred
I'm
flame.
gonna book it
Sacred
after.
Flame.
What's
I'll
up?
allow the 60 feet. Or is it Sacred Flame?
Sacred flame is 60 feet.
Yeah.
I have a 120-foot fire bolt.
You're all doing that?
Taking a
gonna
shot.
I'm still
Actually-
booking it after him.
Now we will
Yeah!
go on this.
Yeah.
We are getting. Some
I have +7 to my initiative. Yay!
Oh, nice.
Yo, 21.
Yeah, no,
Yo.
Decent. I'm making sure decent
Yeah,
rolls on
Deacon,
my
you're gonna have to
dex
start
roll.
saying 25 to 30.
No, I think our 20 still fits because you say 20. We say 27 and 25. It's always a better feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
25, 20, 27.
Go.
Oh dear.
It's gonna be good.
That's terrifying.
I am
I
like,
was like cacophony is like just kind of confused.
I mean, basically it.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Lost in the. We'll get lost in the crowd somewhere. He won't get hurt.
He can
Yeah.
eat firebolts.
He's
from
just
the
gonna
Yeah.
get lost in the crowd. That's fine.
Oh,
Righty then.
Righty then.
Righty.
Yeah.
Righty.
All right.
Your god is dead.
I mean,
Your shipwright's
Riksa's
dead.
pretty good, right? He's not dead yet.
Nah, this is the song.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Shipwright's dead.
Oh yes, the shipwright is very dead.
Rest,
He's very
rest
dead.
in pieces.
To be fair though, like
He had a cool hammer though.
He did have
we
it.
got
Do we
this
still have the
We
hammer?
still
Yeah.
have that.
Oh my god, we have the hammer!
I haven't returned to it though, but I have it on me.
Still.
Yeah.
Is it a warhammer or is
it's
it?
a
That's a
warhammer.
warhammer.
Okay.
All right.
Do I?
30 to 25.
No.
No, not today.
25 to 20.
21.
20 to 15.
17.
Nice. 15 to 10.
11.
12.
14.
Nice.
11 for Dirge. 14 for Cutlass. And 12 for Jax.
Rolling decent for these +0
Right.
dex rolls.
Yo, nice.
Dio,
Yeah.
seeing Rig appear, what do you want to do?
Yeet a firebolt.
All right.
Just.
Yep.
+6, 21.
That.
Cool. Well, he's not wearing armor, is he?
Oh, I need some,
He is not.
damage.
Or heavy
Is that
weapons.
cocked? Would someone say that?
No, you're good.
I can't even see there's a lid in the way.
There's a little in the way. I don't know. Well, it's 6
Can you put a
damage.
beast here?
That's not cocked. That's
Oh, I just moved it.
Oh,
It-
so-
okay. Yeah. 6 fire damage, and then I'm going to run 30 feet, bonus action, dash 30 feet, chasing
It's
him.
up the stairs.
Yeah.
It's about 120 feet worth of stairs. So you're like halfway up.
Oh, okay.
So it
that's
goes up 60 feet, like landing up again.
Yeah.
And so you're like at that landing. I'll say that. Because you guys are at the bottom of the stairs.
cool.
I will need to quickly mock up a battle map. I don't have one prepared.
Now, problem is, I don't have any nice, like, wooden floors.
Oh, that's fine.
So I'm going to have to go stone.
Yeah.
Alright, who is next in the initiative order? I actually think it's Rig.
I want it to be me.
You're going to watch as Rig disappears from view as he runs, like, in towards the cliff face on the platform.
Okay. That's fine.
That's his turn.
Cool.
What's up there? What is he trying to do?
I'd probably escape, I'd imagine.
With my,
This is the only way down.
With my whiteboard marker.
Draw.
There's probably something on the other side.
There's a cliff on the other side. We saw it as we came in.
He might have his own little getaway. We don't know. He's a goddamn pirate. This whole island's full of pirates.
It's a pirate island.
A whole
Exactly.
lot of pirates killing each other over there.
If he's
I'm assuming that's because of what his god likes to do. Also, I'm shouting this from like 60 feet away.
I'm
I
also.
think-
I'm replying telepathically, just so
Oh,
you
yeah.
know.
Horse
I'm a
victory.
horse.
You're a horse.
No, like I can.
Alright, you can,
I can
just
speak
yeah,
telepathily with people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
They
like
call
that
is
now.
good.
ghost wives.
It's real,
As long as the
real
sky's
creepy.
within 4,
Yeah,
I can make
pretty
it
cool
big,
though.
I can
Yeah.
shoot him.
I could just
Oh,
like
you
wake
can
you
see.
up at any point. But
line of sight,
You sleeping?
But doesn't matter
Hi.
if he's behind cover.
So, how are you doing?
Are you puppy?
I mean, technically, if he's behind a cliff, that's technically cover, right?
Well, alright, full cover.
Yes.
You can't see him.
As long as there's a little bit of a horn poking out, I can shoot it.
Yeah, one
You
thing.
can't see him.
Horn damage.
So, after
Five
Rig's
curved
turn,
bullets.
that brings us to Amy.
Hello. I am gonna keep booking it as a horse towards
What's
where
a
he is.
horse's speed?
45, 50.
I am a
No,
riding horse, so it's
60.
60.
Oh boy.
Damn,
So,
nice.
yeah, so you
Yeah.
watch as this horse like gallops. They can only get upstairs. They can't get downstairs.
I know,
that's
that's
fine.
fine.
Sorry.
Horses can get downstairs. They're just
I've
You,
never
like,
seen a horse
you
go
actually watch as
downstairs.
Amy like gallops up towards you on the landing.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Out of the
You
way.
have an action.
It's me.
You can action dash.
Dash.
I can I would action dash. Yeah,
You are now.
next to him.
yo, what up, dog?
You are now on the map.
What up? Fuck.
Also,
face?
Jax was riding her.
No, he jumped off.
Oh, did you?
Oh.
Well, he jumped off to inspect something.
Did you jump off? Be honest.
Alright, yes, I would have jumped off because I wouldn't think you'd be able to get upstairs.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Ah.
You are here, by the way.
I am
You
here.
appeared
Okay, I'm a horse right now. So
Name.
that's the thing. Name, motherfucker.
Nay,
Alright.
nay.
Can I
You
like?
do not see Rig.
Oh, okay. Can I try and like telepathically speak to the void?
Yo, what up,
I
dog?
don't get any response.
You won't respond, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is that your turn?
yeah.
That brings us to
Rings off.
Carters.
I'm just gonna run as fast as I can until I can catch up.
Right.
Attempt to catch up anyway.
So you get 50 feet of movement, essentially.
That's so depressing. 50 feet.
Yeah, Carters is just below the stairs.
It's all
for you,
legs.
yeah.
So I'm like around here somewhere.
Oh, okay. I will say. We'll do this. We'll do this in turn order. That's fine.
Why is there a cork?
Because I don't have my money.
Oh,
All right.
I didn't think we'd need
That brings us to the end of Cautious' turn. Jax.
Can I just, as a interact with item, pick up sand in one of those bags that I had?
Yeah.
Fuck sand.
Gonna scoop up some sand, and then I'm gonna action dash up the stairs.
It's the bag of flour versus
Right, so you get
invisibility.
60 feet up, you get up to the
Nice.
landing edge of the deal.
Alright.
Right, that brings us to Dirge.
Do action dash, 60
Yep.
feet, all that jazz.
Join the party.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'd be
You be slightly behind.
I'd be there because
Yeah.
I can't make all the way. Yay for small people.
Right.
That's why I
Um,
have wild chat.
someone roll me a perception check.
18.
20.
4.
17.
8.
You see, like you glance, like as a horse, you glance back towards where the fighting is happening, and that sort of ring around the judgment area is clear.
Yeah.
There are 2 bodies lying in the sand.
Somebody's making it an illusion.
Neither of them are Azuri.
What the
Oh no!
fuck?
Oh no! We
Fucking hate
beat you, boys.
Oh, because
Wait, no, we
Rick
left
doesn't
him.
know how to cast spells, does he?
We left him alone with the fucking quartermaster.
What?
Oh.
Thing is that wait, who took,
Yeah, Rick doesn't know how to spell cast spells.
who took them to the wreck?
The quartermaster did.
Oh fuck!
We
But
left
he-
them alone.
He never
Oh,
stepped in the
Never,
circle.
never trust a pirate.
No, all right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yikes.
I knew we shouldn't have done that. I fucking knew it.
That's why
That
I
brings
was
themselves
asking.
around. Dio, what do you want to do?
That's
Get to
why
the
they
top
should
of
have
the
gone in the
stairs. You
circle.
have an action, essentially. If you move double a bonus action, you can get to the top of the stairs.
So Rick.
Yeah.
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 What do you want to do with your action? Oh, do you not have your model with you?
No, I don't.
He's 30
no.
feet there. Then, is he going to double dash up there?
No, well, 60 to feet get there.
Oh, right, 60 to get there.
60 to get there, and because bonus action dash.
Yep.
I don't see anything in here, do I?
Roll me a perception check.
Would
This
that be
your
my action?
This would be your action. Having a proper look around.
Active perception check.
Ah, fuck. If I know he could go invisible. Just looking, just like at a straight glance,
Mhm.
with whatever I know about this place,
Mm-hmm.
what is this place?
This is the Pirate's Brand.
Is it
Oh, it's the tavern.
Sorry, hang on. Let me make this kind of more obvious.
I'd like some tables.
Tables. Yes. Want to get some tables.
You know, some chairs around it.
around the tables.
Yeah, but yes, this is
Very
the
nice chairs.
this is the pirates. This is the pirates brand.
Oh boy.
Dio doesn't notice the 2 bodies on the sand, right?
He has not, no.
He is not.
So
Okay.
I noticed it. Can I like
Horse telepathy.
tell him?
Probably.
As I walk past, like using reactions.
One word as a reaction.
Or you can wait till your turn to tell us.
One word.
I don't
Liar.
know.
Right. Who are you saying that to?
Dear.
You just hear this word and Amy's voice in the back of your mind just go, liar!
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna say he understands it.
I'll say
Yeah.
that you understand it as well.
Yeah.
Right. What do you want to do? You have are you having a look around as your action, or
No, I was just getting
Okay,
a gauge
yep,
of what
yep.
this area was. I need, like, this
What do
is
you want to do with your
this
action?
is heavy thinking. Because now we're thinking double crossing who's done to what to who,
Yeah.
and what bodies are on the ground now that we've been lied to in some way, shape, or form. Obviously, what's happening downstairs is like
Fucking chaos.
fucking chaos.
Did we see anyone leave the island? Or
Other
probably.
than the person we're chasing.
No, I mean like just during the day to day, there were like longboats going out to
Okay.
ships.
Oh,
right?
only to ships though. No ships leaving the harbour.
So they're
I-
either on the island or in the harbour.
Yeah. Which means, you know, fuck. I'm gonna take a. Am I? Fuck. He probably.
I'm enjoying how much strife this is caused.
It's like, do I walk in further, or do I just have a look because I only have my action and I can get in and I can move through
Have a
action?
look. Or you
I'll,
can hold it something.
yeah, I'll have a look. Have a
Right.
look. Making
Roll me a perception check then.
15.
You're lucky because he rolled a natural one on a stealth check.
Oh! Not so broken glass.
He tripped up.
You see.
Ow.
What do you see? You don't see him, but you see a door pulled almost like that door is
forceful.
like pulled open. And like a little bit of sand around the door leading into the tavern.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
And I've done everything I can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cool.
That is your turn.
Yes.
Leads us to Rick's turn.
Is it rig though?
Is it really rigged though?
It could be.
Amy, it's your turn.
He's,
We don't know
Cool.
what he did.
his hands
You
are
can
probably.
communicate.
Can I fit through the door?
That's 10 feet wide and you're a large creature.
Cool.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Horse and a bar.
Alright, so I'm assuming we're going like actual speeds from here on out?
Yep.
5, 10, 20, 30,
Dominus Gore.
You can move up to 60 feet.
35, 40. Can I get in here?
Yep.
Boop.
Fucking first horse this
Action.
island has seen.
Yeah.
I'm
Probably.
gonna speak to the void again and say,
Show yourself.
"Oi, fuckface!"
Show yourself, you coward!
And then I'm
You
gonna
violated the law!
You hear a chuckle. Back.
cool.
Where's my
And
other
then-
D20?
I'm gonna
That's right there.
No.
hold a hoof attack just in case somebody gets in range of me.
Alright.
Poof!
Sweet. Is that your turn?
Yes, it is.
That brings us to Hydrus.
I'm gonna make my damnedest to get up the stairs.
I'll say you get to the top of the stairs.
Alright.
You're there. You have... No, that's your action as well.
I'll have a. Oh, it's my action.
Bonus action.
Bonus action cast spiritual weapon.
You can.
I mean, you
Do you
wouldn't be
have
able to put it
Yeah,
really much
I mean,
anyway.
I don't. Yeah.
You don't know where Rig is, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that we're chasing someone down.
I knew we should have left him alone.
Yeah,
I
that
had
was
that gut feeling, and I was like, I didn't
I
act
honestly
on it.
didn't.
I didn't act on it.
Dio might have, but I was
I'm
focused
gonna
on other
cast-
I
shit.
had
probably-
it, and I was just
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast
Jax probably should have, because like
magic weapon.
Yeah.
Magic weapon.
As
like,
a
yeah,
bonus
you like
action.
hate pirates.
On your Warhammer?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
What does
gonna,
that do?
I'm gonna
Basically,
play it off.
it
because
makes it a
was,
plus
too
one weapon.
polite to not,
Dope.
too polite to say.
Alright. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Dope. James.
I'm going to get up to here with action dash, and I'm going to say, "What's going on? Do we know the situation is?" I'm going to say to you.
Okay, do I have enough time to use my reaction to...
Yeah, I'll let you explain, like...
He's inside.
Follow the horse.
Yeah. You can say, Follow the horse. I'll let you say that.
She's on the lead.
Follow the horse. Follow the horse.
You can see a little tail kind of out the door.
Also, my hair is black again, just because.
Cool.
There's
Because
no-
you can't.
There's no point in keeping up
I,
with this
I
guy
got
anymore.
a 15 on my perception check. What, did I notice anything that was going down there? Okay.
Oh, no. Okay. Right. So you're done.
Yep, that's my turn.
Alright. Hey, Dirge.
I'll use the old action, move up to the doorway,
No action. Yep.
The old
and I'll
man.
bonus action divine weapon.
Divine weapon.
Divine? Oh, is that a D4?
Yeah, D4. Oh, divine favor. Sorry,
Oh, divine faith.
divine favor.
Favor.
So it makes my weapon attacks deal 1d4 extra radiant damage.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
Right, is that your turn? Yep. Right. At the bottom of the round, I need.
Everyone to make me intelligence saving throws.
Oh, that's good.
He was secretly in my
Let's
fire the whole time.
Feeble
Fucking
mind.
die.
I need.
So little fireball. Huh?
Hey.
They're all conveniently right next to each other.
Dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay. Oh, what's my saving throw?
It's a very
It's-
short range fireball.
I'm still probably gonna fail this. Saving
Fireball.
throws.
Can you shut the curtain door?
At the window.
11.
11.
Put
That
the window shut.
fails. I am sorry.
That's fine.
You
Otherwise,
take.
I could open something here.
10d10.
Don't say you got double max.
So close.
Almost.
15 radiant damage.
Great ice.
What?
7 and an 8 off a sacred flame.
And I assume I see the radiant fire erupt
Oh, yeah.
beside me.
And you see its source. Azuri,
Hey!
one hand clutching a scroll that he's reading from, the other hand outstretched after depositing the sacred flame. He flies,
The fuck?
lands here,
Scroll flying or something, yeah.
and then the scroll dissipates.
Yeah, scroll fly.
Oh boy.
We've been duped, boys.
What a vibey guy.
Well, I am
I get
officially.
to kill these guys again.
Yeah.
Come around.
I'm about at
Yeet
half
him off the
health.
cliff again.
Theo!
We'll try.
I can heal you.
But we're in the tavern now.
Okay.
It's a cliff.
Well-
We got up to the top of the
Yeah, I got
Wait,
you.
so this is a cliff. That's a tower.
That's a tavern.
So you can like come out and just punt him.
Well, that's not me.
True.
One,
You've got the-
He's
two,
in quite heavy
three,
armor.
4,
Oh, so he's wearing
5.
armor.
Wait, where did you get his
One,
armor from?
He's in
Two.
quite heavy armor.
Fuck.
They probably have. To be fair, they've probably got some people on.
It's been a while, guys.
It's been a
We
day.
left them
Wow.
alone for a whole day.
Yeah.
And also,
I
they've
could
probably
have
got.
gone and tortured him again, and I would have found out.
I know.
Always torture twice, kids.
bonus
Double
action.
tap.
Double tap. Yeah.
Torture twice, kill
Bonus
once.
action. Get up to him.
I like.
Yep.
I'm gonna write that down.
Gonna unsheath
twice,
my sword, and I'm gonna say to him, "All right, you sick son of a bitch. How about thee?" And I'm just gonna take a stab.
Are we hit?
Yeah, boy.
So is that a +5 or is that a +6? Sorry.
This is not the music to floss to, Deacon.
Shit.
When you've lost all.
It is when you're a demon.
15.
He pulls his shield up and drives you to the side.
I still have movement, and I did attack him. So fancy footwork.
Fancy footwork, you.
Fancy
don't
footwork.
disengage.
I moved like
Did I give
1,
him
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
I'm
7,
not that
8,
rude. Wait, did I?
9,
You reckon I'm war mage if you get me?
10, 11,
Cleric with
Wait.
sentinel.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
get
No, he doesn't have any feats. Don't worry about it.
12. Okay.
Yes, he's got his cool weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. You do have
Oh,
this cool
good.
weapon. He just seems to be clutching a normal one.
Yes. Thank fuck.
Is that your turn?
Bonus action, movement, yes.
Because it is now Rick's turn.
Hey, the boys are back
Amy.
in town.
In your horse form.
Yep.
You see the one-horned, black-skinned tiefling.
Yep.
Vault to the bar.
Yep.
Sword drawn.
Trying to stab a horse.
And you have a
I
held
was
action.
holding
Held
it.
Oh, yeah.
You do have a held
Kick
action.
him in the face.
He is in armor.
He is not
fine.
wearing armor.
He is an armor.
is in armor.
Fuck.
We've been.
Okay,
Roll me your
whatever.
You got riding armor.
I was really hoping.
fair,
for,
they've
like,
already
a
a stash.
It's not hard to find leather armor.
That fucking hits.
And what did
Yes.
you
Get
get?
fucked.
High horsepower, my dudes.
High horse.
Horse is like,
Crunch. Take the whole horse.
I did call him a fuckface, so you know.
Crunch time.
that is
Crunch.
Horse crunch.
36 damage.
6 damage. Nice.
Hoof to the face.
Is that your turn? Oh, it's not.
That's not my
'cause it's
turn.
Rick's turn.
That's my held action.
Is
Lol.
that your held action?
That's my reaction.
He's gonna take the kick to the
He's
chest,
like, oof, ow.
get back, and make 3 attacks at you.
Fuckface. Come on.
Yeah, kill a druid.
AC
One.
of 10.
26 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Second one. 14 to hit.
The other hits.
Third one.
AC of a horse.
10 to hit.
That's
Really?
I have an AC of 10.
Yeah,
It's a horse.
Are you
It's a
bunch of
horse,
healthy?
bro.
you
Yeah.
get extra.
How much
That
HP do you
is-
have?
13. Well,
Wait, oh no.
Horses are
Well,
not
you know,
chunky boys.
check. Go do them
How
in
much-
order,
horse's
do them in
HP is
order
13.
because then the AC will change when she reverts back.
Yeah, she only has 13
You
HP.
keep the same numbers.
Oh, because the last one was a 10.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
So,
the
okay,
last. Yeah.
first one.
Yeah, unless she
yeah.
does like
Yeah.
no damage and she stays a horse.
First one is 13 damage.
cool, I'm out of
Okay.
logic.
So what's your AC now?
16.
What?
Second one was a 15.
Yeah, so
So that misses.
that's-
So both the other ones miss.
So two
He's like,
stabs the horse.
ha!
and then
And then, like the reversion is like,
Yeah.
what? And he just loses his other two.
I thought I
attacks.
killed a horse.
Hang on. No, actually, you do. He stabs you once, you revert, and the second strike just goes shoom, right past your head, and he's like, fuck.
It was a
I,
horse.
I like how he's more confused by the halfling existing than the horse being in a fucking tavern.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pirates do weird shit sometimes.
pirates do
Yeah.
weird shit.
Cool.
That is Rig's turn.
That was good. Good watching.
That was really scary.
That was a
because
good wild shake.
the total damage, had those all hit,
Yeah.
was 68 plus 12.
Damage.
6d8 or 68?
6d8.
D8.
Okay, cool. I was going to say, like, oh, yeah, see what you
Yeah.
That brings us to the end of Rick's turn. Amy, what do you want to do?
I am gonna bonus action cast Shillelagh on my,
Yes!
on my quarterstaff.
Beat him up. Beat him
And I
up.
wanna
This
like
like blue light rattles like
The
like,
best druid spell.
rattles up your,
Shillelagh.
Which I've never
your
used.
quarterstaff and like kind of familiar tattoo-like patterns
yeah
up
boy.
around your stuff.
Yeah boy. And I wanna like
Shillelagh.
baseball bat swing him in the shin.
Nice.
Probably
Because that's about the right height.
Shillelagh.
So I'm using my spell attack for this,
I'm just
right?
gonna open the
Yes.
door.
Yes.
Yeah,
Turns into melee stuff.
21!
That hit.
Get fucked!
Yeah, that he can't even parry that.
Alright.
That hits.
Ooh, we can't parry 21.
8 damage!
Nice.
Seek.
And I just want to scream in his face!
This called for a drink if we're doing it back.
No, I was going for his shin.
Like
I'm not that tall.
Rory,
fucking midgets.
water please. Danke.
Alright. That's the end of Amy's turn, which brings us to
I'm
Kytress.
gonna dash towards Azuri.
Action dash?
1,
Alright.
2,
Well, I have
3,
to-
4, 5.
I'll dash.
You don't have ranged spells?
I've got a magic weapon equipped at the moment, so I'm gonna go in.
Ah, fair.
Oh,
On the pass by healing word to you
Yay!
for
A d4 plus
1d4
wisdom,
plus 4.
which should be helpful.
4! 8 health!
Nice!
How much health do you miss?
Hang on.
Just give me a little healing pat as you
Healing.
pass. Even though it's
I am
Somebody
missing
else.
7 HP.
Okay.
Alright.
And that's my turn.
That's your turn?
Yes, but it's very much like I
Checks
can
out.
take the damage just
Okay.
enough to survive.
So are these open doors?
Yes, they are.
How
That
much
would
do they
fucking
open?
have to be.
They open outwards,
Okay,
so
cool.
like they would block your view from outside in at that angle.
Cool. I'm more wanting to use this as cover. So
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I get cover from Azuri?
Behind the door.
Half.
Cool. That's all I need. And sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter with
Did I?
pendulum or
With pendulum.
Right, roll me to hit.
Yeah,
Nice.
let's go,
This is
let's go,
advantage.
let's go,
This
let's
is
go.
the DPS.
That'll hit.
No, it's sharpshooter.
Oh, yeah.
That'll hit.
That'll hit.
18.
That just hits.
Yo!
Oh.
Oh, he can bury bullets?
No, this
No,
is
Azuri
Azuri.
can't.
Oh, Zori. Oh, I thought you were
Yeah.
talking about Red. I
No,
was
we're
like,
not
nice.
talking about Red.
Oh,
bye,
shit!
bye.
Yes.
That is 24 points of piercing damage.
Yes!
He's gonna fucking die.
That's
the point!
Just take a deep
Good.
breath. Breathe out.
Nice.
Azuri headshot. He looks around. He's looking for you, Finn.
Oh boy. And then bonus action.
Swap.
Pistol
Yep.
out.
Nice,
Right,
nice,
that's your turn.
nice.
That is my turn.
Dirge.
Cool. I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. How does Azuri look?
It's like a massive
He's
shot.
looking like there's this like kind of
Took a
crater in his
massive
armor
shot.
where like the bullet has folded the metal of his steel into the wound.
Right.
Like and like it's kind of pulsing blood and like he's looking kind of rough.
As I try to
Kinda
get the
rough.
shots.
I don't know if I want to try and use sleep or not. 5d8.
To be fair, we are surrounding him too, so we can
Yeah.
probably take him out.
Yeah.
I need to keep an eye on my
It might be
Because my
better to
parents
go
asked if we
after
wanted
thing.
Yeah, I only
My
have this
parents
much
might be able
movement.
to pick me up at like 10:15 if it's okay if we hang around till then.
Whatever.
Yeah.
They're at the cinema. Because this will be the end. This is the
The end of the campaign.
That was
really
very
do
well
much.
timed.
I'm just gonna stand next to you. I'm just gonna lay on hand you for 5.
Okay.
right. So your turn, Dirge.
Yeah.
Because that brings us to Azuri.
Fucking love Shalala. That's so cool.
What can Azuri do?
I'm almost at max HP again.
The three healers in the
It does seem
party.
like a good idea to get you back on
That's
the
duration.
That's
That's,
close enough.
fucking
What
cool.
It's not concentration.
So
Nah.
yeah.
Oh damn!
Cantrip, bro.
Yeah, it's a cantrip, yeah.
Bonus action. You're
Bonus-
gonna like you'll be focusing on Azuri, and you'll see this coalescing darkness
Oh fuck me.
above you as this enormous spiked gauntlet appears in the air.
Spiritual weapon.
As Azuri casts spiritual weapon.
Shit.
We'll use this purple d20 as his spiritual weapon. Nice. There you go there.
Fuck me.
And that thing is gonna come down hard. Just boom.
If it hits.
26?
I only get hit by odd numbers.
Okay, yeah.
Actually, I only get hit by odd prime numbers.
Fair. Okay.
For 11 damage. And then he is going
Spell economy.
Badly cool.
Just saying.
cantrip,
Okay.
spiritual weapon bonus action.
I'm just saying.
You're gonna watch as like the gauntlet kind of opens and this bell appears under it
Oh shit.
and it's gonna crush it.
Pull it in!
Constitution saving throw?
Gone. Yeah.
Is Toladid con?
It's wisdom.
Wisdom.
Wiz.
Wisdom saving throw.
Cover doesn't
I
do
knew
anything
that.
about that, does it?
No.
No, it's a
No.
saving throw.
Tall did it.
Cover does affect dex saves.
It does,
But
yes.
it's not.
This is the
wisdom.
wisdom.
It's a mental attack.
Tall did it.
Fuck. 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That fails. I need 2d12s.
Oh Jesus! Forget how fucking powerful Toladid is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Certainly once he's
already
taken damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is almost 90% of the time.
Yeah.
20% of the time.
I guess it.
20%, 100% of the time, 50% of the time.
Is that cocked?
Hopefully.
It is not. That is sadly I rolled really low. 7 necrotic damage.
That's fine.
Nice. We like that.
Bing bong.
Not 24. Bang bong, bitches.
And Azuri's gonna retreat without disengaging.
That would be me.
Attack of opportunity.
1, 2,
Smack a bitch.
5, 6. Smack a bitch. Alright, yeah, roll me to hit.
Smack, smack, smack it a bitch.
That's a 9.
That does not hit.
Yikes.
Gamble paid off. Azuri, good work.
Maybe I should have stayed in combat.
Alright, that is Azuri's turn. Around. Dio.
Bonus action dash. I'm just going to assume I can get up to him.
Yeah. 60 feet attack.
I'm going to come up behind him and I'm going to say, "Don't take your eyes off me." And that is going to be a 20 to hit.
That will hit.
And this
That's
is
sneak
sneak attack.
Fuck yeah!
2 sneak attack dice.
Ooh.
Buddy boy.
Boy.
Fresh bucklu.
That's shit though.
That's not bad.
4, 5, 7, 11.
It's decent chunk. It's a decent hit.
Sorry, 10. Sorry, 10.
Just like,
10.
what the fuck just happened?
Yeah. Also, just blue flame blade for flavor.
Yeah. So your turn.
That is my turn.
That brings us. Ooh!
Ooh! Yeah.
Hello.
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 Everything's common.
He's gonna make-
suddenly
He's going to make his first attack. With you. Natural 20.
Yikes.
No great
Kill my
clerics in there.
character. Go on.
Yeah, so we can get the death card.
That's fair. That's okay. I'm not worried anymore. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah.
Level
That's it.
5.
24 damage.
I'm within 30 feet of him.
Yep.
Rebuke the violent.
Rebuke the violent.
He has to make a wisdom save of 15.
Can you see him?
What? Do you have to see him?
No, it's within 30 feet. Within to deal damage with it.
Just saves with a 15.
Okay, well, so he takes half radiant damage.
Half of that in radiant damage,
Yeah.
he takes 12.
Is that a channel divinity?
Yeah.
That's
That's
so fucking
He
dope!
takes 12 damage.
Yeah, you're flinching from this, and you just see this bright flash of light as he's suddenly consumed in like
Rebuke the
radiant fire
violence.
for
What
a
a
second.
fucking-
He's like, "Ah!"
And on a fail takes all the damage?
Yeah.
Oh!
It takes.
It's a beefy boy.
That's a...
That's so
That's
freaking
awesome.
dope.
After panning out the
The
thing,
ultimate rebuke.
next
Same
attack.
again. Let's go.
I thought the 14 had a weird shape on the dice. I thought it was another natural 20, and I was like, no, fuck off. But instead, it's a 21.
Yep. I'm going down.
You got 2 healers on deck.
Yeah.
That is 16 piercing damage.
Yeah, I'm down.
Shit.
Oof.
That's a 2 on his intelligence check. He's gonna step over you.
And keep going to the next.
Does he not know that, like, it's easier to kill
Death
people
sa-
when they're down?
Yeah.
He's used to just killing people and then staying down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
he
Can he
going?
get how far can he get with 30 feet?
Bonus action dashes off the cliff.
Yeah.
He can go.
Nah, he's gonna actually get in your face, Jax.
All right. Well, he doesn't. He heard the shot. It's all good.
Yeah.
He sort of walks
He'll,
past the
he'll,
door and
he'll
go.
pull the door. He'll actually interact with object. He can do this for free.
He'll push the door. For
He will.
free.
Close the door.
Well, he'll close. He will.
One side of the door.
Yeah, there's only that side of the door. But obviously, there's still that deck that's out there, but half the door's closed, so it's not giving you cover anymore.
Yep. All good.
And he is going to deliver that last attack to you.
Okay.
That's a 22.
Yep.
"19 piercing damage.
That is just
Jesus.
enough to knock me down.
Oh, fuck!
You guys are on healing duty.
Christ.
Yikes.
Holy shit.
One hand's over left.
That brings us to Amy. I need you to make me a death saving throw. That's a success.
If we can get one of them down though, then it's a better chance. And we've done
Yeah.
a
Well,
lot
I'm
to lots of-
1v1ing this guy now.
Yeah, and
Yeah, you probably
and
can.
you're also
I probably
blocking the
can.
way. So
Yeah.
that's probably. The,
And he doesn't have a spiritual weapon in line of sight either.
do you
That is that
actually?
he can't use it unless it's in line of sight. Is that correct?
I'll check.
It'd be an attack you can see, right?
Yeah.
Be one of those sort of
Yeah,
things.
you're not wrong.
Well, like,
Unless it's
I mean, he could make the attack at disadvantage. thinking
Yeah.
Jax is still
just
there.
wail it around.
I'm on the ground now, so he doesn't know that.
Yeah, you knock yourself.
You can make an attack
But
on a
the
creature
thing
with
is,
a
right,
5-field weapon.
He could still make the attack thinking you're there.
That's right.
Yes.
But it might.
That then does bring us to Kytrus.
All right.
So you can see Amy through the door.
Yeah, I sort of see Dio's gone off there and goes, turns around and sees. Whew.
Little unconscious halfling.
Yeah.
You've ranged down as well.
How many spell slots do I have? Is the thing. All right. Healing.
Actually, combat's worth getting her back up.
Healing
100%.
word on
Amy?
Amy for
Because she can do more spells.
Yeah.
6
healing.
health.
And you
Yeah,
can
and-
smack that bastard in the back of the head.
Yes.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna charge up to him. Yep, and attack.
Who are you going to? Okay.
Yeah. Boop. Oh, wait a minute. What square is it in? That one.
Oh, yeah.
Boop. Attack with
Your
the
Warhammer.
warhammer. Yeah.
The spiritual ones provoke opportunity attacks?
No.
No, they don't.
That would be bust.
That would
Yeah.
be
Yes.
fucking
I was
nuts.
just curious.
Action economy
My
bastard.
spiritual weapon.
Dice jail.
What was the roll?
Oh.
It's a 9.
That does not hit. Is that your turn, Kytrus?
Yeah.
Fitting.
Dirge.
Okay, I'm going to.
No, Kytrus. Jax.
They save.
Jax.
So,
Death save.
Take this.
Good.
Dirge.
I'm going to walk over
Killing
here
characters.
and give you 5 lone hands. As an
he's
action.
up. On
So we got
HP.
the heals on point.
You see, I'm not worried about killing you guys. You have a cleric, a paladin, And a druid.
It's only when we start getting the cleric, druid, and paladin down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is
And
that
then I'm gonna
How's the
move.
rogue on a hill? Oh,
You have health
God.
potions, do you not?
I'm gonna move there, and then I'm going to, as a bonus, I'm going to drop
That serves as a
concentration.
constant
I'm
reminder.
going to
Yes.
cast compelled.
I do
Duel.
actually have one.
Compelled
Yeah.
duel
Oh,
on
yes!
Azuri.
Yeah.
Wisdom saving throw?
Yep.
compelled duel?
DC?
Yo, that is the
No!
It's
that
the
is
first
so
time I've
good.
seen this, actually.
Yeah.
It's such a-
19.
Ah, okay.
that's awesome, actually.
That's such a good spell.
I'm technically prone.
You're still prone, yeah.
Is that your turn?
Yep.
Alright. That brings us to Azuri.
Fuck my
Who's
shit
in
up,
combat
fam.
with you? To be perfectly fair. He is gonna flail that spiritual weapon around at disadvantage.
Okay.
You're not dead,
Also,
so
there
less
are
worried
3
now.
other targets
But-
around it now.
Disadvantage, you are prone. Advantage, single roll.
To be fair, though,
Someone roll me a d6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
5.
Telling you.
Alright.
But it's a natural 1. Interestingly.
Ding!
But
And
Literally
technically
ding
it
off
was a
your
disadvantage roll anyway, so
Yeah.
because
Wasn't prone
you're
yet.
not prone. But that's his bonus action. He's going to reach out a hand. He's going to like sort of like push a hand out at you. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom.
Oh, my boy.
command?
No, do not
or
do that.
oh, paralyzed.
Yep.
Hold person.
Yep.
Get
Oh,
You are
no!
paralyzed.
At least he's blocking the way.
Yeah.
You know what's quite easy to do with paralyzed people?
Beat him
Killing
up.
them.
Throw them.
Push them off the edge of things.
Am I on the edge of something?
That's the
Yeah.
stairs that go up. That's the edge of the platform.
Oh.
Basically, get around him to push him up.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah, it's like it's a bit awkward positioning. But
He has to maneuver.
D&D
Yeah.
rules, you have to push him off from that
Yeah.
angle, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, that is then Azuri's turn, I think. You are paralyzed.
Do I make the save at the end?
Yes, it is at the end of your turn. But
Okay.
that does bring us back to top down. Dio, I need you to make me the wisdom saving throw.
Yikes.
You remain paralyzed.
Put it on the
Right.
phone, dice jail.
Bonus dice jail.
Bonus dice jail, natural 1. There we go.
You didn't hit him with your attack, did you?
Nah, I missed.
Did you hit him with anything? you
I used
bonusing?
a healing word and then I missed my attack, so yeah. At least it wasn't 2s this time, hitting 4s. Switch to these days.
He is going to turn to attack you, though.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because you're up.
Yeah, I'm up.
Well, he'll make his first attack at you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try
Which is a
and
natural 19.
make my regain to
Stats.
consciousness
That
as
natural
less
19, yeah.
loud as possible.
Yep. That is 15 damage.
Oh,
He hits chunkily.
Um,
Next one, at you again.
yeah.
Is this 19?
That's my AC.
That hits.
Concentration checks for your.
Oh, shit.
yeah.
Natural 20 on the con save for that one.
Yeah.
And this one is hitting damage.
Yeah.
That is 13 damage.
13 on the con save too, so.
Right.
Yeah, it's enough.
You're good.
You're not down.
No, I'm up.
Third attack.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
13.
That's a miss.
Good.
13.
up, shield
Unlucky.
With an AC of 19, he was bound to miss at some point.
Ah,
That's just did a whopping
He's got that thing that's
28
like,
damage.
he's got that ability that's like deadly attacker. His weapons deal 1 extra dice.
Oh, I
as weapon
hate that.
damage.
Oh.
That's what Clark has.
That-
So good.
That's what that knoll that knocked you down had.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Okay.
2d6.
That brings us to Amy. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna. Alright.
I'm very warm.
It is quite warm, yes.
I'm still in a singlet. Those windows and doors are open. It's still very warm. What?
To be fair, the problem with this house is in winter it's amazing because it retains heat. In summer it retains heat.
Yeah.
Alright.
Who's looking the squishiest at the moment?
A lot of us.
Probably he's on the ground. He's
I'm
This
on
is
the
prone.
Rick's
ground.
job.
Fine.
Rick's job is to make people look squishy.
I'm gonna spend half my movement to do that, and then I'm gonna like pop out the door. Oh no, I don't want to be within 5 feet.
I'm really glad Azuri doesn't know inflict wounds.
Oh my
He doesn't have his
god.
fucking warhammer.
Wow. Oh yeah, no, the
Fuck
warm.
it, I'm just gonna stand
God,
there.
if I
and I'm
wasn't
gonna...
paralyzed.
You'd have been losing health. Lots of.
Well, yeah.
Man, I'm still not
He
losing.
could step back and just guide and bolt you.
I can't even shield in response to that shit because I'm paralyzed.
I really don't want to stay within 5 feet of that.
I am on
It's
27.
46 auto crit.
It's a ranged
Because you're
spell.
paralyzed.
It's
oh,
a ranged.
is it only? Oh, because it's only within 5 feet. Never mind. It's not an auto crit, but it still has a bomb.
That'd be nuts.
Yeah, that'd be fucking
fucked.
disgusting.
Amy, what you do?
Trying to work
Oh,
out
your
how to-
shillelagh, I believe, is down.
Yeah, unconscious. Yeah.
I'm unconscious.
It's against a cantrip, just do it again.
Yeah, true.
So that's the beauty of Shillelagh. It's like, no,
Well,
you're
you
gonna-
should use a bonus action.
Yeah, but what do druids use their bonus action for?
healing word.
Wild shape.
Yeah, but why would you use... If you're going to use wild shape, you don't need to use your shillelagh.
Can you shillelagh your wild shape?
No.
No, it's very specific.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like a wooden weapon. It's very
Yes.
specific. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just put wooden
It's-
claws on your wild
I'm gonna
shape.
use my
Just wear wooden claws on like bracelets or something.
Yep.
Fey energy pool thing, and I'm gonna heal Jax for 7,
And you
and you gain 2 temporary hit points.
Thank you.
Some very good.
Nice.
Right.
I am looking
And that's my
at-
bonus
yeah.
action.
That's your bonus action.
That's a
And I'm
That's so
gonna
good.
That's a good bonus action. Shit.
Bite his ankles.
Do primal savagery.
Right, they're on the hit.
Fucking 9.
He sticks out a boot and like shoves you away
So.
as you go to attack him. Is that your turn?
Where's Cacophony? Oh no, we've left him behind!
No, this is what we could have needed.
He's
He
reading
was
a
the body
book.
of Azuri.
Oh!
Yeah.
I'll pull up his character sheet, guys. He can show up.
Hey.
Thank
Plot
you.
So he can help.
Yeah.
Sweet.
He finally gets out of the
He
chaos.
casts magic missiles at the very last second, killing all of them.
I
Nice.
can't do much else. Yeah.
Right.
Sure. I'm not gonna risk that opportunity to.
He is currently on level 3 though, so we need to tell him to level up.
Yes.
But we'll do that later. Alright.
Wicked
Is
spells.
that your turn, Amy?
Yeah, sure.
That brings us to Kytrus.
Bonus weapons, a bonus action spiritual weapon.
Yes.
Yeah, boy.
Suitably, Cacophony rolled a natural 1 on his initiative.
So he's just showing it late to the party.
No.
There's my bloop spiritual weapon. Oh, sorry.
That's Rick.
Bloop, I got them wrong
You
way.
could attack the spiritual weapon, but
Spiritual weapon. Attack with the spiritual weapon.
Wait, I have a
roll
question
it.
about concentration. So if I try and cast a spell with concentration, if it fails, do I lose the concentration of the previous spell?
Yes, I believe you have to drop a concentration spell to start.
To start the
right?
concentration?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
It
Yeah.
sounds about
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Because if you cast it and fail, you still used it. Yeah. Cool. Right. So
Yes, still use the resources to make
22 to hit with spiritual weapon.
That hits.
Woohoo! And that is a D. What is it? D8 plus 4. 6 damage.
6 damage. Nice. So,
can you try and provoke his parry? Like deliberately?
Well, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to take the dodge action,
yeah.
and as free part of that, I'm going to use the hit dice on myself.
Nice.
That's my dwarven fortitude feat.
Dope!
So I take the
That's
dodge
so
action and
cool.
I heal D8 plus 3.
That's fucking sick.
It's awesome.
Do you use a hit die?
8!
Yeah!
Nice.
And you get to use the hit dice, so I'll take that. So that's 11 healing.
I fucking rate that.
I get 4 uses of that.
Holy shit, is that your turn?
Yeah, so I'm dodging.
But that also
Yep,
uses
so
like
that's
Did you
advantage.
get the plus
Disadvantage.
That's advantage on dexterity saves and disadvantage on attacks against you.
Yes. Sounds cool.
And then mark the hit dice.
Alrighty then. Jack's
I can
eye.
bonus action dodge.
You're
Okay.
prone but
No.
alive.
Going to
No, I can't.
stand. Oh, wait. Does he know that I'm up?
I can.
Can I tell that?
He did just beat the shit
does
out of
now.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. Stand up. I'm going to
You suddenly started looking a lot more healthy. so
bonus
that's
action
probably
second
a good
wind. Firstly.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep.
Fight
Yeah.
shit.
We've got a lot of healing.
Yeah, fam. I'm not worried.
Yeah.
I'm still at max health. as
I
well.
can just hopefully
Like, this is
I
provoke-
honestly
was.
the kind of fight I was looking for.
Gonna
And he made.
Yeah.
action disengage.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Gonna fucking shoot him. And I'm going
Wait,
for a
action
danger.
surge?
Action
Yeah,
surge.
action surge. Gonna shoot him.
Oh, action search.
Action surge. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Was action surge a free action? I imagine.
Yeah.
It's yeah, it's
And
I was-
I'm gonna
Yeah,
use
I'm
an
gonna
action
try
to
for a
make another
dazing shot.
action.
I thought
Try
it
for a dazing shot.
That's
Roll
a
me a hit.
special thing.
special, yeah, one off, yeah.
Oh my boy.
Misfire.
Oh, misfire!
Misfire.
Misfire.
No, misfire.
Oh,
The first misfire of the
it's bound
campaign.
to happen. Bound to happen.
You
And then
feel that
such
extra
a
shock
fitting
travel up your
spot.
arm and you're just like,
Fight.
fuck. You know there's a bullet wedged somewhere in there.
That's an action to fix it.
Damn.
Well,
Good thing you have 2 guns. Is that your turn?
sad face. Yes, that's my turn.
That brings us to Dirge.
I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15, and I'm gonna target sleep over there.
Alright.
Just targeting Azuri.
Yep, roll me those
So
d8s.
5d8.
Here we go.
5d8.
Let's
Okay.
see. It's so dark in there in the box.
4.
4.
2. So 6.
12.
12.
18.
18.
You, Dio, you watch.
24.
20.
And you feel your muscles start to loosen up as you watch Azuri sway on his feet
Fall asleep.
and just fall against the stairs, asleep.
Yes.
And then I'm just gonna stay within 5 feet of Cactus.
Right, is it your turn?
Yep.
It's fucking well done.
Actually, no, I've already
Thank
got, I've
you.
already got advantage on my disadvantage attacks.
Oh, so I will
No,
move
'cause
in
I'm dodging. I'm dodging.
5, 10, 15. There we go. I'll give you.
I'm taking a defensive stance. 'cause I'm
Yes.
dodging.
Azuri, you don't make saving throws against sleep, do you?
No.
No, you just.
Azuri
just
snoozes
asleep.
through his turn.
Yes.
It is now Cacophony's turn.
He's asleep for a minute.
Hey guys, I'm here.
Guys, I'm here. Cacophony appears at the top of the stairs.
I skipped PE.
I skipped that class.
And
As if he's here among us.
Alright.
he is gonna.
I didn't go to that class.
I love Nick's
It's
characters.
so good.
It's so funny.
He is gonna.
I am
You know what?
currently
Just
on sex.
he doesn't see Azuri. He doesn't see Azuri, but he's just gonna 4 points of light. He's just gonna cast
Magic
magic
missile.
missile at second level.
Oh hell yes.
That's pretty
I
good.
gave him a long rest. Why did you not? He should have had a long rest.
4d4.
Just
plus
pretend
4.
he's taking
He's a
long rest.
college student.
no,
He
no.
doesn't get long rest.
Short rest.
When does a student get an 8 hour
Alright,
long
that's
In the
44.
holidays.
Actually,
Yeah.
4 of you can roll me a d4.
I'll do it.
Yeah, you.
But because I can't be bothered fishing right now.
Okay.
1.
4!
3.
4.
Damn,
So
so 4, 4, 3, 1.
8, 11, 12 plus
Plus
4. 16 damage on Rogue.
Yeah!
Ah.
Magic
Nice.
missile is so good. Guaranteed damage.
Guaranteed
So good.
damage. It's just quality.
He's like,
Also force, so like not many things
Yeah.
resist it.
No, which
unless
is
you
good.
have that brooch of like force immunity that makes you immune to specifically the magic.
Or you,
resistance.
Yeah.
or you cast shield.
Or you can't shield.
That is Cacophony's turn,
Nice.
which brings us back to top of the round. Dio, you are no longer paralyzed,
So
and Zuri
what is this situation?
is
Is this
asleep in
like
front of you.
is this like a cliff face here? Or is that just a wall?
This side is the cliff face. This is going up. There are like struts attaching it to the side of the building, and it goes up and then above the roof of this building.
Oh, okay.
We can deal with
Because the
So
cliff face is over
I'm not
your
about to just like Sparta kick this guy
No,
off the
he's
cliff.
no.
No,
Okay.
no.
We can leave him.
Ow.
We've got a minute.
Yeah,
But,
sure.
but history repeating itself.
I know, we need to get him off the cliff.
I am going to attack an Azuri.
Are you gonna take a Zuri?
Advantage.
It would be
You're
a,
gonna wake him up.
it's going to be a crit with sneak attack.
It'll be a crit with sneak attack if he hits.
Yeah, sure.
And I have advantage
What did you roll?
because it's
8?
drunk.
Oh, no, you'll kill him. Yeah.
So it's less than, I think it's 18.
Natural 20 anyway.
So it's,
Yes,
confirm
that
it.
was meant
You
to
have advantage
be.
on the
No,
strike.
it's natural 20.
but roll it again.
Yeah, but roll it again.
Confirm it.
Get a
Oh.
double natural 20.
No, 5.
It's a natural 20 anyway.
So
Auto crit, auto. It doesn't quadruple.
no,
No, it doesn't.
Only assassins can do that.
That's some chonky damage though.
So double that
Yes.
shit.
11, 12. 12 on the dice, times 2 is 24.
24
Plus modifier.
Plus, oh shit, modifier. Which I think is just plus.
Surely you just
3.
slit his throat.
So 27.
Good night, little one.
He's like kind of still choking on his blood, but he's very much on death's door. He will make saving throws.
Oh right,
Okay,
so he's
yeah.
down.
He's in saving throws.
He's down.
But he's down.
Okay.
Oh,
So that
You're like
is.
choking on this, like you just like he's lying on the ground and you're just like, and just basically just kind of punch a hole in his throat
Yeah.
with the tip of your sword. Is that your turn?
Stay down, you stupid asshole. I'm just gonna peek out there just so that I'm in view
Yep.
of. Thing.
Peeps.
Is that your turn? Oh, the spiritual weapon drops.
Oh
Oh,
yes.
yes.
goodbye.
Dope. Right.
Yeah.
That brings us to Rick's turn. My favourite time of the round.
Yeet.
Who attacked him last?
Cacophony, technically.
The magic
Yeah.
missiles did. But he'd be getting attacks from opportunity from 2
He
people.
okay. He is gonna deliver his first strike at Carters.
Disadvantage because I'm
Disadvantage because you take the dodge.
defensive position.
That is a 2 and a 6.
Yo.
So misses anyway. He's just gonna be like
That's the one in that
Turn
critical
to
roll.
Amy.
That would do.
Uh,
I take
uh,
nothing on my check.
protection.
protection, so that's disadvantage on the
Don't do a
attack.
critical roll.
Thanks.
That is
You're
a
bad at
13.
Miss.
Yes.
Yay,
The
thanks.
tides are turning.
Amy again. Disadvantage still, or do
No.
you use your reaction?
It's a reaction.
It's a reaction. So this one's fine.
Yeah, it's once per the attack.
Natural fucking 1.
Yes! I thought you were about to say 20.
To be fair, he critted against her, so it's only
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah,
the
it's
natural
only
one.
fair.
Revenge.
The universe shall right itself.
Yes.
Armor.
Everything is
That is,
everything is balanced.
sadly,
As it should
his
be.
turn.
Get in there.
Amy?
Fuck.
Oh, Amy.
Bitch. Boy. I'm
Rick
gonna.
still has a fair bit of health left.
I know.
Oh yeah, but we
That's
still.
fine.
Now it's a lot easier now that one of them's down.
I'm
Yeah.
Hey,
gonna.
that song you wanted me to add.
Yeah.
Alright.
Who's within 15 feet of.
All of us.
Everyone.
No,
not-
only
Two.
Dirge and Catrus.
Everyone.
What's your con like, Idris?
Sorry?
What's your con like?
16.
It's shatter.
Thunderwave.
I'm at max health, so there's-
Far around.
You can
Ah.
cast, Amy, you can cast it without hitting Kytrus.
Yeah, you,
Oh, I
you
can
only.
just go like that way, right?
Yeah. You
Okay,
just
cool.
catch
Yeah.
him in the corner.
Alright, in that case,
Because it's
I
the
am.
cube.
Oh, yeah.
gonna-
in front of you. It's a really
Yeah.
weird one. Yeah.
I'm in a Thunderwave!
And Jax is just out of range too.
Yeah. How convenient.
That's a con save for Rick.
Yes, please.
16.
Fuck.
Still takes
Still
half
half
damage.
damage, but
Oh,
not,
it's not
but
Sable
boost.
Suck.
No, it's a
It's only
spell.
cantrips.
Well, some
And
spells.
ice knife, yeah.
Oh.
It's damage. It's damage.
That
2 damage.
is
That's
One!
damage.
Painful.
Some damage.
Aha.
That is
damage.
painful to see.
It's damage. It's still damage.
Oh,
He
my
could
lord.
That's because
survive
I'm
on
using
1
the wrong
HP.
dice. It is.
It's
I'm
always
using
the
the wrong
wrong
dice.
Alright, is that your turn, Amy?
They're
like-
really cool dice though.
I know. They're like my other sets that I don't normally use. That was an action, right?
Yep.
In that case, I'm gonna bonus action.
Wait, do 3 of us have the C dice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
What do I have wild shape wise that's the chunkiest right now?
The biggest boy.
A wolf. I'm gonna wild shape into a wolf.
A woof.
Oh no, wait.
Arf, arf.
Oh, the reef shark is the chunkiest, but I don't want to do that.
No.
Can I be a cow?
Yeah.
I'm gonna wild shape into a cow.
Yeah,
Are you large now?
that vibes.
Cow.
Udder swinging.
No.
Cow.
Utter mayhem.
Okay, so I get pushed out of the way, right?
for
Yeah.
utter mayhem.
I get pushed out of the way.
Cow.
You
Spiritual.
just get like
My spiritual
booty
weapon would
bumped
still
by
be
a cow.
there. Because, yeah.
Yeah. Alright,
Shakira.
it's your turn.
Cow. Oh, mother.
Oh.
Bonus action spiritual weapon.
On the cow.
Yep.
22.
Yo.
D8 plus 4. 8 damage.
Nice.
So that's my spiritual hammer. Now my real hammer. Non-natural 20.
He hits
Parry.
it. Yep.
Alright.
So that's a +1. So we got D8 plus 3. Is that right? Yeah, D8 plus 3. Yikes. 4
This is the round of ones.
4 damage.
Oh, the round of ones on the D8s, apart
Ones on
from.
the D8s.
Well,
No,
he
but-
sucked
but-
them all up. All the good D8s.
Yeah.
I stole it in
There you go.
D8s.
So all my actions, yeah.
Jack Harley.
I'm gonna try for an action to fix my gun.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
So when you
dexterity
roll-
tinker's tools?
Dexterity Tinker's tool. I don't know what the actual number
There's a
is.
rolling for it.
There's
Yeah.
a rolling for it, yeah.
It's like.
Yeah.
Something intelligent.
8 plus the misfire score.
Oh, so it's
So,
already
so on the,
8 plus
pocket,
what?
on the
So-
pocket
so-
watch, it is 9.
nine.
Yeah.
And you do a pocket watch as the one that misfired?
Yes.
So you're gonna roll.
Yeah, right. Roll me
Dexterity check was above 9.
Dexterity height. Yeah.
And I'm proficient, so it's +5.
Yeah.
Oh,
There.
Oh,
it's
easy.
fixed.
Wait.
a little bit of
So
stuff.
pocket watch is barrels, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's like kind of wedged in one barrel, and you flick it over and like manage to sort of slap it out. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Unbroken.
Is that your turn?
Cross out that sad face. Then I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4,
Right.
Hello there.
5. I'm gonna just like duck behind him, just get him some range away from this guy.
Use your friend as cover. Is that your turn?
Yep.
That brings us to Dirge.
I'm just going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 here.
Yeah.
I'm just going to attack Root.
Do it.
With the longsword, that's a 13.
That misses.
Cool. That's my turn. Does anyone have any bonus
That
action?
brings us to
Next time when
Azuri.
you get extra attack.
Death save, death
Save.
save, death save.
Nat 1. Nat
Natural
1.
3.
Fail!
Oh,
Failure.
Keep bleeding out, boys.
Now you can attack and finish him off.
Just still choking on his blood.
Good.
Cacophony! Is this it?
Hey!
Hey guys, I'm here.
I pull him off the cliff.
Whee! Did you forget about me? Oh, he did.
Oh.
It's like I'm not actually here.
What?
He is gonna.
Guyana.
Yeah.
Yuck.
Yeah, fuck it. He's just
Yuck.
gonna.
Yuck.
He's gonna cast Scorch. Does he want to cast Scorching Ray? No, he's gonna cast Magic Missile at first level.
Yay.
Because it's so good.
That's easy.
3 people roll me D4s.
3.
4!
2.
9,
9
12.
plus 3.
12.
12.
It's just
Nice.
consistent.
It's such a good
Consistent.
spell. It's just a nice backup
It's a
plan.
beautiful thing about it.
Guaranteed.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So good. It's like the
just
best spell.
So good.
Imagine a level 9 magic missile. I think it was like max 60.
Dude, the
damage, I
wand of magic missiles, anyone can use it.
Oh yeah, that's just good.
You get 7 charges, 1 charge is
Why-
1 spell
That's
level.
why I never give a wand of Magic Misses to
Yeah,
anyone.
that's good.
think.
It's so good.
That is Cacophony's turn to bring the rest of the round. Dio, you still hear Azuri choking on his blood behind you.
Finish him.
I'm just gonna go up to his face.
Coup de grace.
Not even with the tip of the sword. I'm actually
Oh.
just gonna drop. I'm gonna drop my cutlass. I'm just gonna go up to him, and I'm just gonna say, "You should stay dead." And I'm just gonna fucking choke him, I guess.
Roll to
An
hit.
unarmed strike?
Unarmed strike,
advantage?
essentially.
Roll me to hit that unarmed strike with advantage, and if you hit, it's not a crit, and he takes
15 plus 1? No, not. Is it? Hang on, because is it proficiency? Do you get proficiency?
Yeah, just strength.
It's your
Strength is it? Do you get your
Are you
proficiency
always
as
proficient
well?
in unarmed
Unarmed
strikes?
strike is a. It is.
I am.
It is plus 3.
It is proficient.
So
yeah.
18.
That just hits.
Yes.
Oh,
so
that was the first roll
Yeah,
as well, so I can
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah.
roll for natural 20. Oh, 19, but
Yeah.
You just you like you don't even like choke him out. You just one hand, and then like as you do that, that ring on that hand, you suddenly feel hungry. You snap his neck, and that hunger subsides. But he is very dead.
The intrigue.
He's been
Let me perception check real quick.
me?
Yeah, real quick.
13 plus 2, 15.
A couple of your veins are like just kind of dark for a second, and then that fades back to its normal color. Anyway, that brings us to Rick's turn.
Let's go.
He's gonna hit Kytrus.
Fucking
You didn't hit the dodge action last turn. You
protection.
had protection. Oh, that's 1 dice. That's a
Shields.
2 16s plus
Numbers.
7.
Hits.
23. 2 23s on disadvantage. It's a beautiful thing. That is, I believe, 14 damage.
You down?
I'm up.
You good.
Oh.
I still have lone hands with you.
You're still up though.
Yep.
He's gonna make his next attack. 18.
That misses. Shield. Boom.
In anger, third attack.
Holding on.
14 misses.
The shield.
He's
holds
getting
strong.
frustrated now and kind of worried because he hasn't seen Azuri in a while.
Yeah.
And Azuri's normally there to heal.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, fair.
So he's just like, you see him starting to look around and like, he'll make a strike but he won't be looking at you and it'll just kind of miss. He's getting nervous and like he's bleeding and wounded.
Oh my god.
You can
Basically,
hear the
we'll
fighting is
until
still
I
going
die.
on, but you can
Even
hear
if
it
I'm
subside.
conscious.
His crew was out
Yeah,
anyway.
no, but it stays until I
But
die.
like most of the
I'm
fighting
conscious.
noise now has died down.
Okay.
But that brings us then to Amy as a wolf.
Oh yeah, pack tactics.
No, I thought it
as
was a
as
cow.
a cow.
Oh,
Cow.
Yeah, pack tactics
Less
is a
pack
cow.
tactics.
Third tactic.
Good tactics.
I am gonna try to
Honestly, I'll let that be a thing. Like,
Try to
do a bonus
gore this
action
bitch.
dash if you're
Maul this
rid of
bitch?
her.
gore.
Gore. Yep, do it.
Go.
I'm gonna hit.
25.
Nice.
Fucking hell.
Fucking hits.
Cow 'em.
Cowabunga.
Cowabunga. 10 damage.
Nice max damage.
Just rip your horns up his front. Like you actually split some of his armor, like it's there hanging off him. but like these two like gouge lines are just seeping blood out from open wounds now.
Nice.
He is looking
hella rough.
super rough.
Olé.
I'm gonna
I'll make a concentration check.
I'm gonna
on
giggle
mine.
in Jackson's head.
Yeah, we're good. Well, hold
Is
on.
that your turn, Amy?
Yes.
Clutchers.
Bonus action, spiritual weapon.
Want me to hit?
Smack.
Yeah, my boy.
Oh, I rolled off the 20!
No.
14.
That misses.
Yikes.
Alright.
One more attack.
Warhammer attack.
Want me to hit?
That's a non-natural 20.
That hits.
D8 plus 3. Come on, Gary, need a new pair of shoes!
Yeah, they're loafers.
9 damage.
9, you said?
Yep.
Quote, they're loafers.
Slam into him and like you like dent the vague metal parts of his armor now, and he's just like he's breathing hard. There's like blood on his lip. Like he is not looking good at.
Okay, just like angry look, and then it's gonna pass.
Is that him?
It's going for the finishing blow, but didn't get.
Jack's Ali. What, at the kneecap?
Oh, that'll be
Sure.
We'll see. We'll see if it happens.
If it hits, yeah. Natural one. No.
Oh, another misfire!
Kidding.
This gun's not having a good day.
My bro.
Is that something? Is it 2 in a row?
No. There's nothing about
There's nothing about
that.
There's
it.
no,
It's just-
yeah.
Let's fight again.
Shit.
Luck is just not on your side today.
It is not.
Quick question.
Is that your turn?
Quick question. If you have extra attacks, do you lose attacks or do you just keep?
You can use an attack to fix it. Though.
Oh,
no,
no,
use
it's
an
an action
action.
reload.
I have to reload.
I think the thing is
Action
that
to fix.
I think the actions reload. That's what it is. Yeah.
This
Um,
isn't even the misfiery gun.
Yeah, it's on one.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
That brings us to Dirge.
I'll just attack him.
Deliver this final blow.
Natural 20!
Oh,
Oh,
there
buddy,
we go.
Get in there!
Roll me damage!
That's a 4. So that's
8 plus.
8
8
plus.
plus numbers.
so 11 damage.
How do you want to do this?
I'm
Yes.
just gonna kind of walk up to him real slowly, put a hand on his shoulder, just drive it through his chest,
Kill them too.
and then I'm gonna whisper in his ear. I wish you'd been better in this life, but I hope you pass peacefully. I pull it out.
And he just hits the
I'm
ground.
gonna carry him down to the ground,
You're going to carry him down to the ground.
and then
Oath of
Redemption
and then
paladin.
close his eyes.
Nice.
That brings us to the end of combat.
Gonna fucking fix my gun.
I'm gonna loot his corpse.
I'm gonna keep being a cow for an hour or two.
You all take a moment just breathing hard. A few of you briefly rescued from death's door. And that is where we will end today's session, as you guys must deal with the shit that's gone down in the city.
I love D&D!
The plane landed safely.
There you go, Mr. French.
Thank you.